Alright. So where we left off last session was one part of the group um decided to have an adventure east and potentially found something. And the other part of the group, which would be Liriel, Aaron, and Larry, decided to make sure that camp didn't burn down, and they went back to camp. So as we are in this moment, Aaron, Liriel, and Larry would be at camp, and the rest of the group is on their way over. Liriel, what would you be doing while you're chilling at camp?
It's still dark, isn't it?
It is no longer dark. It is
Oh, it's no
daylight.
longer dark.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably trying to fidget with my lantern, see if anything is changing periodically.
All right. Sounds good.
Not much to do.
That's fair. We shall let time pass. Um, are you paying attention to anything, Lyriel, or are you just mostly sticking to lantern?
I know what I'm bored, so I'm like looking around, trying to pick up on anything new.
Cool, 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 cool.
Just every so often
Why
I'll
is my
like
chat doing that?
poke at it, see if it'll do anything.
It's weird.
All right. So
Like a
in the
TV.
owlbear, our uh, our lovely group is making their way.
Oh,
Lyriel,
that's big.
he big boy.
He's
He's
probably bigger
huge.
than this, to be honest.
He is bigger than that, but this is for just for purposes for now, so that you can at
Why?
least
Wait, did I miss
see our
something? Why is slime in the mouth?
as he chose to be.
Okay.
Anyway, uh, Muriel, if you're listening, you will hear sand rapidly getting moved. If you would like to do anything, let me know.
I assume we see
Definitely.
the
Would that
approach.
like be an investigation? Like she'll definitely like stand up and try to feel or
Yeah,
look or something. What would that be?
investigation or perception. If you're just looking, it's perception.
Then a 10. Yay.
Well, considering all this, it has suddenly gotten much darker than it initially was. It's leaving a hell of a shadow. And you've noticed that.
I assume that we see the approach, of course.
Yes, you do. You all do.
Can I specifically see Lyriel?
Yeah, you would probably be able to see Liriel.
I'm gonna just like wave from the head and be like, Lyriel, it's us! In a myriad of voices of the party. One of them being
Wait.
her own.
You said I can only see a shadow? It's
Yep, as you looked around, you just noticed it got noticeably dark. The fire seemed brighter. You notice, like, I'm gonna assume you looked the wrong direction, but you noticed it got darker.
okay. So, can I like turn the right way once I hear a voice coming from that
Yes,
direction?
you
Do I
may.
see anything different once I'm now searching for the source of the voice?
You see a giant scaled body.
I just jog agape.
Just wall of scales.
Lyriel! Up here! I think I have both of those.
Do Are you saying I should jump up there?
Um, hmm. I actually don't have here, so I'll just say Lyriel up.
I'm gonna
Lyriel, uppies!
approach the do what Would I know what it is, or just in my head it's like the big snake, big
It
lizard?
is the big snake.
I approached the big snake, and like,
It
is this a sea creature?
is not.
Dang, bummer. Um, I'm just gonna like bow to it, see what it does.
It's gonna look at you, put its head down. It's gonna let our local plasmoid out of its mouth, and it's going to lick you.
I pat
Oh,
pat the serpent friendly in Draconic.
I
And
kind of just
draconic, it
stiffen
goes
and
taste like
Tastes like
fish.
fish.
Yeah.
let it lick me, and
Mhm.
assume that that's a good thing.
Yeah, you'll hear it make a gurgle, rumbly noise. Do you speak draconic? Let me double check.
I think
I speak
no.
Abyssal, Aquan, Common, Deep Speech, Elvish, and Sylvan.
Nope. You hear grumbly dragonette like noises coming from this snake.
So now
That
that I assume I've been given permission, can I, is it like giving me an easy way to get up? Kind of like how a horse will get down low to let you get up on it.
Yeah, he puts his head
Are
down,
you
and
saying
you'll
that
see
in
that the rest
common?
of your group is on the noggin.
I'm
No.
gonna crawl up on the noggin.
Okay.
Noxel is saying it's hungry in common.
Alright, so we'll move. Oh, why? Let me put your character
If
up a
Lirio would
layer.
react any differently.
She's gonna be a little pleased sitting up there.
I do not know how he was able to do this.
There goes our
Who do you mean by
plasma.
he?
Phage is just gonna like look back at Noxel and then like some point. The one with the feather.
Thank you.
Do you say the
Nod
one
a
with the
little.
feather?
Yep.
I look up in my head.
The one with the hat feather. You bitches.
Misu. I don't know if my mic picked that up. Did it? With
She'll
me
scoff
saying
at
No.
your. Yeah,
no?
I heard that one. She'll scoff at you a little bit.
Oh, okay, cool. You did hear me say imbecile. Got it.
You're like, "You."
Because that's how you said it.
Yeah, you're right.
Little bit of luck, little bit of luck. Noxel, I'm just gonna turn to you and talk in Draconic, which you would no longer understand. So however you would like to respond to me talking in Draconic.
So, wait, I may just not understand. So, your character can only speak in common when repeating things, but can speak Draconic just normal?
Incorrect. No, I have to repeat
No.
everything in every language.
Oh, okay.
So I have phrases in Draconic too.
Okie dokie.
Then I'll switch to common and sigh a bit. And I have one in Aaron's voice. Please tell me I have the. Oh no, there we go. In Aaron's voice, what's your name, by the way?
Who's he asking?
I'm asking
Starts with
Noxo.
Choco.
Noxel, okay.
Um, how many of that do I
A
have?
mysterious one. Not to be trusted, of course.
You're trusting of me once, mostly in Phage's voice.
It is only to earn a favor or two. I help you, you help me, correct?
I said you're trusting of me once.
And Phage said, it is a simple favor. I help you, you help me.
And then, like, when I say you're trusting of me once, I kind of glance over at Phage in akin to our draconic conversation that you probably remember. I nod, Noxel. I'm
Your mic didn't pick it up, but
You guys
understood.
get it. The whole vacuum sound again. Air getting taken out of a pressure chamber. It'll be on the VOD.
Oh gosh.
I propose we call him the bird flu for his annoying
No.
aspect.
I say no.
Do you have a preference on how we would refer to you then, outside of that noise?
I like look at my hands and then like look around to see if anybody has a stick.
In the meantime, he starts moving this way with you.
Base, what do you have in your body right now? What would you have picked up? Would you still have a stick in there?
Thank you for moving me.
I have the bone, I have 2 birds, and I have a coconut.
I will point to the bone that's in you. Actually,
He's
no, that's
all
the
the way
soul
over
burner bone.
yonder. He's having fun.
Oh, he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind. I thought you were
Yeah,
still
he's gone.
with us.
He's touching things and been touching things once more.
Do I have anything in this to? All right. I'm just gonna like sign then. Um, if anyone would be looking at me sign languaging,
I'll be watching.
you'll see me signed. I got a name today. This is my name. I don't know what else to call me.
She'll put her hand on her like shin in quotations, um, and she'll just say, "Well, you will need something better. You can't go do name yourselves after sounds, correct?
You're what named yourself out of sounds?
You can't go name yourself after sounds, correct?
I'd nod. I probably have the word yes, but I'll nod.
You could be airlock. I'm assuming that's what that sound is.
I do like a so with my hands and be like airlock and tap my chin.
Perhaps breach in a way. It does sound sudden. Would you like to call him horror?
Horror or horror?
I also heard
Horror.
Do I have the word fear? No, I don't. Wow.
It is hard to pronounce, and he could easily be kicked out of anywhere. Have they heard it? An action has influence, if you will. Instead of a feeling, I suppose. However, I am not
Airlock.
here to complain of that.
I just stroke my chin. Airlock, breach, horror, and repeat those three.
Personally, I seem to like breach. It has a undertone to it, as if you can get into anything. You're able to slip through, I suppose. Airlock is simply an object. But it is not up to you. I suppose it is up to him. It, whatever it is.
I'm gonna since you seem to have understood my signing, I'll sign um how do I want to word that?
He is throwing his gang symbols again. I may
Bre
translate.
breach with freedom.
Hmm, it's quite long. Can't
No,
come up with something.
I face palm a little bit and then
Oh, you're going
sign.
to have to
I
communicate better.
I sign a word or breach meaning a breach of contract, freedom, and I'm like signing all this to you.
Hmm. We could call you violation, but I do not think this is smart.
Uh, God, would I even? I just like squawk in a way that it seems like I'm laughing.
What is so funny?
Violation. And I like pull my dagger out and swish it around in the air a bit.
You asked for a breach of contract. A breach of contract is a violation.
I repeat, Noxel, that might come off the wrong way.
That is with your funny words. We may call you neglect.
Breach. Air breach? And I look at her.
Hmm. What if we called you breacher?
Ooh.
Kinda has that air tone to the end, if you will. Breach air. So it's almost like breach air.
That's what I'm fucking talking about.
Do not mimic me like that in my lowest of points. So have you settled on your
Um,
name for yourself then?
I just say high of points. That's what I'm fucking talking about.
Ugh.
Breacher.
So you've decided then?
You've decided then. I decided. Breacher.
Good, good. I will look forward to your contribution to science later.
I like whisk my coconut flask around.
I believe I made myself quite clear. So
I can be cryptic, and I look at him.
you cannot be very cryptic. That.
What are people paying attention to in this moment?
I'm just paying attention to
Uh,
the people on the snake,
I'm
I'm
probably leaning on the horn, like I'm looking at. Wait, what's our map look like? Hold on.
checking her
I,
nails.
I, I believe I assume she's looking like this way, like in like east, in the east,
Okay. What about you,
looking over in that
Luriel?
direction.
I'll just be looking around. You said that it got darker again?
Nope. You would have noticed the darkness was the shadow of the giant serpent.
Oh, all right. Then I guess I'm just kind of looking at the big crystals, trying to see if there's any difference now that we can actually see them.
Gotcha, gotcha, and based.
I think I've illustrated what my character has been doing this entire time.
Oh yeah, you've been you've been wandering around with your freedom
And touching things.
and touching things, which is pretty normal. Awesome. So that
i.e. the
answers
crystal.
you are touching the crystal. You'll notice you don't get the feeling that you got before. It's not
Mm-hmm.
doing anything in this moment.
Oh. He's very sad.
Yeah, very sad indeed.
He went to go over and check on Aaron, but
Yeah. We'll
they
say
weren't
for
doing anything.
sanity. Yeah. We'll drag Aaron up over here
Yeah, she
for
gets to be on the butt of the snake.
story's sake. Because I'm not sure when we shall get Aaron. But I'll keep. Yeah, I don't know when for sure because it was a I should be there, but we don't have her yet.
um,
But we will drag the party along with. You can stay over by your crystal if you so choose right now.
I think he got bored
Larry,
with them talking, so yes, just been wandering around.
Larry may or may not show up. It's another if. But for all of you that are on our lovely snake, since nobody was paying attention, please make a strength saving throw
Boy,
as the snake lurches forward very quickly.
alrighty. In Draconic, I'll just pat the snake's head and go, "To the god we go!" Natural
you said
one,
a
let's
you said a
go.
strength check.
Strength save.
Strength save. All right.
So that's a 2.
I'm not good at that.
Natural one
Yep.
with a
Okay,
2.
you're okay.
So, to the
You
god
fall
we
off.
go!
7.
Lyriel falls off.
I thought he was
No.
lurching this way, to be honest.
I had a
He is
17.
lurching this way.
So wouldn't
Phage
we, like,
stays on.
fling that way?
Phage,
It doesn't matter.
Phage will likely grip onto the horn and probably swear in Veru.
Not
guys are.
yeah, Noxel stays on. We'll say for story's sake, Aaron falls off,
I mean, I could roll for Aaron if you want me
and
to.
then the rest of you see. I'll just leave Aaron as is since the party's already gonna be split in a minute. Snake lurches forward with you guys going that direction while holding on. He's got the major zoomies.
You finally see a Kanku fly.
Doom, roll
Oh
a
man,
1d4.
1d4.
it's the Noxel phage adventure no one asked for.
That is a 2.
You take 2 fall damage. Because you not one it.
To the god we go. Boom. Ah!
Alright.
How much
So,
damage did I take again?
None.
you did not nat one it, so you don't take damage.
Oh, okay. I understand.
He got a nat one, and that's when I punish for the nat ones. So you're fine. You just got startled and thrown off.
Yippee!
All right, we're gonna start with group one. Group one is going to be the group near camp. What is group near camp gonna do now that you saw the snake just book it?
Is he booking it to like water or what was he booking it after?
He is booking it down this way, and that's all you know. You see Snake is living his best life going down.
I am just going to run that way, I guess. Are we in initiative order or do we care how much movement?
Right now, I don't care how much movement quite yet. If you're gonna go that way, go that way.
Yeah, I'm
I'll
just
also go
like
that
doing
way.
that. I'm
Ooh.
yoinking Lyriel's hand
Okay.
and I'm gonna say, let's see if I have it. Do I not? How? That's draconic. I'm looking at my draconic.
Can I just
thing.
roll the perception check?
Okay.
It's not good.
Oh no.
It's
Two.
not
This is
good.
gonna be
Well,
a multi-party split.
as I'm running away, I'm just yelling this way towards the camp in general. If I had seen him fly off or whatever, or go off on his own.
I'm gonna pair Aaron with our local plasmoid.
Mm.
I mean,
I assume I would
it's
have
a
seen
10.
you.
Now
Oh,
that I
it's a
look at it,
10?
it's a 10. I rolled a natural 7.
I
Well,
assume.
with the 10, you will have noticed everybody is suddenly scrambling.
And the bird is talking to me or yelling at me.
Yep,
Yelling this
correct.
way.
I ride atop my steed and I
Yeah.
we chase after.
Okay. One moment. Scenes.
Fire be damned, I guess. Same with the coconuts.
That's fine.
Yeah, right at this moment, yeah.
It was only a temporary shelter.
You see, he passes a pond, and then heads directly all the way down here. You guys will be behind because he's hauling ass. Phage and Noxel. Let me get our duder back out. Where is he? There's he is. Let me get him big again. Noom. There's our big boy. Alright, there's a phage token.
Man, you ought to
I don't
change
know
that
if he...
size in the asset manager.
Yeah. Let
Good.
me change this to default.
Good.
Oh, sorry. I did not mean to grab that guy. I was trying to
You're
scroll up.
fine.
You've hid my girl.
Oh,
Let me grab...
do I grab
Noxel.
Ariel again?
Might as well.
Yeah, just put Lyriel to the side. You guys will catch up eventually.
Oh, she's freaking huge again.
Yeah.
Prime can't
How
hear.
far?
Or Stanley
Like
can't hear.
this?
Welcome back.
Yep.
He zoomed past a lake and he was out of shore.
Yep. Alright, he has paused for but a moment. Noxel and Phage, are you doing anything while he is back towards water?
I'm swearing.
Hmm.
In the Vero. But at some
Okay.
point, I think near the end, I'll probably yell out to it. You better not throw us in the water, else I'll have your skin.
Just meow, meow, meow. You better not.
Basically. Oh, Noxel. He doesn't know what you're saying, pal.
Well, you were able to hold the conversation. Now, why don't you converse with it? Hakvi. I'm just gonna assume that's Peru swear. I'm
Fair enough.
gonna write that down now.
With me, I'm just gonna go, Lyriel, Aaron, come on.
I'm trying.
I think Aaron is actually significantly faster than either of you.
Not
Correct.
significantly, but yeah.
Well,
They get 20 feet extra if they're dashing.
yeah. Aaron could catch up
When
pretty
did they
quick.
get 50 walking speed?
Yeah, they're fast.
When did that
You should
happen?
probably hop on as Aaron comes by.
Would you
Can I
scoop
move
us up?
closer?
Hmm?
Would you scoop us or no?
I think Aaron would try.
Yeah,
Aaron
Aaron
In
would
the
would
try.
spirit,
probably try.
in the spirit of Aaron, I think Aaron would try.
Aaron would definitely try. They were trying to pick us up the whole last session.
Yeah. So,
Um,
well, what's the plan? Or, I don't really know.
so yeah, we'll probably hop up onto Aaron.
Sounds good.
That's crazy that they got 50 movement speed. It was 40 in session 1. I'm assuming it's a monk thing.
Barrel
Well,
horse.
yeah, it's a monk thing, but also centaurs I think get an extra 10 just
Yeah,
as a race.
yeah, which is why it was 40 before.
I'm
Alright, you
thinking
two.
about doing something. I'm debating that.
Do it.
Alright.
Do it.
Maybe you're still bold from the drink, even though you're definitely not.
Not really a bold thing to do, but um, I want to cast suggestion.
Okay.
I want to tell it to stop and to tell us what is happening.
Ooh, suggestion.
You have to pass a wisdom throw of 13.
Wisdom throw for 13. Okay. Do, 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 do,
Can he
do.
understand you?
18.
18.
Boo.
I
No,
don't
but
mind.
Okay, nothing happens, correct?
Hmm.
as far as I'm aware,
Oh boy. Strength saving throw.
that can happen. I don't want to
If
be
you're
flung into the
trying.
ocean.
As he is dipping his whole head into the ocean.
Oh, 16.
You stay on. Let me see.
Nocta also got a 16.
Alright, you both stay on, and much to your dismay, if you'll look in critters.
But yeah.
Critters.
I was gonna
Critters.
say, do you want to stay
Where is
on?
it? Creatures. You will see he has pulled this up and is actively chewing on it.
Oh my.
If you want to put it up here for this stream.
Yep, 1 second.
Phage is damp.
Phage is damp. Noxel is damp. Y'all both be damp right now.
Can I move closer yet?
You guys are still on the other map because he took off really fast. But
I
there's
see.
on Owlbear. He
Mhm.
has a large one of those he's attempting to currently swallow. And Noxel and Phage are currently soaked. In the meantime, I am gonna go to other group. One moment. Y'all be over here. This
Oh,
be
how
your map.
pretty.
So this is
It's an eyeball.
I love
This
the start
isn't
contest.
this isn't distracting at all.
Like,
nope.
having a nice little vacation. Meanwhile, we're like fighting for our life right now.
This is where y'all
Noxel says
are.
that in person. Great.
Wearing wet clothes is one of my least favorite sensations. That's so valid.
I will basically look at Lyriel and the slime next to me and be like, "We're not worrying about food. Go, go."
What is the
So,
consensus?
where are? I know you said we're on a different map, but does that mean we're really far behind the big snake?
The big snake was hauling butt at like 100 feet per turn, so he's up fast.
You know,
So you're
See.
one map behind at the moment.
Aaron can also go 100 feet per turn.
I know, but Aaron had to pick you up and was farther behind initially. So if you want to spend your next turn going down, you can hit next map because of Aaron. If not, you have a very nice map to look at right here.
I'm telling Aaron to keep going. It's up to the other two if they're staying or not. With me saying, "We're not worried about food. Go, go, go."
Wait, I'm not on the map. Do I put myself on the map?
Yep.
You can,
You
yeah.
put
Okay.
yourself on this map.
Fuck.
This is where you are.
I'm going to approach
Kind of low or high?
pond or
Hi.
lake or whatever it
High?
is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I rolled a 16. I stay with the group.
Well,
That's okay. Lyriel's already looking at water.
me and Aaron are going. Unless you want me to roll for Aaron.
No, hold on. All right, Lyriel, what would you like to do while you're looking at the water?
Um, can I talk to these fish?
You can certainly try. What would you like to say
They're
to
probably
the
not very intelligent. Can I like, is there a way for me to check if the water is safe to drink?
Yeah, you take a sip.
Yep.
I mean, you could take a sip.
All right,
Slime
I'll
jumps
take
in.
a sip. Oh, goodbye, slime.
Yeah. Yep, it
I took a
is.
sip.
It feels good. This feels like good water.
Well, I don't know what I want to do. I'm just
I
kind of sitting here.
We can go back, I say to them in Aaron's voice.
I
She already
see the
ditched
snake
Aaron,
in
by
the
the way.
very distance.
I know you two did.
I said I would stay with the group, and then the group split. So reasonably, my guy would go and make the groups even.
But basically talking to Lyriel, we can go back. We're not
How far
worried
away can
about
I
this.
see the snake?
You can see that the snake is not too terribly far away from here. You can see his giant looming self.
Okay, I like skip across the lily pads like in a video game and make my way over here.
Yep, you may.
Alright.
I'll just go ahead.
I don't think I have any more charges left. 1 second.
I'm gonna scoop them up as I pass them.
I don't.
Sounds good. Cool.
And just go, go, go.
Then let me get the other map back
He
up.
tastes the turtle on the way out.
The turtle is very salty and weird and unusual.
Ooh, he's intrigued.
He stays on the turtle. This is my mount
He makes
now.
a mental. He makes a mental note of turtle.
Yep. All right. As your group approaches, Phage Noxel, you're soaking wet while this thing is attempting to eat a giant fish-like creature, swallowing it and thrashing around its head. What would you like to do?
Save some poison from it if you can.
Told me thrashing. Her voice is going in and out.
Mhm.
She's holding on. She's like,
Yep. You'll dismount in the least humiliating way possible. Acrobatics.
Face plants.
I'm waiting to see if that is the result. Your sheet isn't loading? Okay, 1 second. I'll roll your acrobatics.
And I will say I did make a mistake, and suggestion apparently takes a drop of honey, but it didn't work, so I'm just gonna leave it go.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Alright. So you're acrobatics.
Right. So, question about that drop of honey: do you give it to the recipient, or are you taking it yourself?
Alright, you got a 14.
You don't take
And
it.
then you are good to dismount. You will be off our large serpent friend without taking damage. Safe landing and all. While Phage holds on continually.
So
The
are
rest of the
we?
group, you see Noxel jump off the snake, do hero landing, and somehow the knee's intact. He just looks like a soaked rat at the moment. He got a little wet.
I'm just ignoring that. To the god in
Be right
Draconic.
back.
To the god.
The rest of you will now notice that this thing is actively trying to eat something.
The slime goes and proceeds to see what he's eating.
You will see the critter, like the back end of that critter,
He
as
tries
it's
to get a
getting
nibble.
go for it.
Extends a 10-foot pseudopod just to taste it.
It tastes like smoked jerky.
By the way, Noxel, that was in Draconic, so you wouldn't have understood me.
It is quite good. While this man is still trying to actively eat the giant fishy mans.
Will you tell it to stop?
Do I
At
have
least
these
for a
words?
moment. If I could throw up, I would.
Um, I'm trying, I say in common to Phage. I don't.
Well, try harder.
I
Bird flu.
quite literally flip you the bird. Does
Alright,
backflip.
who's staying where they're at?
I am at least the very least getting on him under, but like down here, dragging Lariel with me and Noxel, if he'll let me grab him by the hand.
Paige is stubborn. She's definitely gonna hold on.
Okay. Phage,
I
dexterity saving throw.
Dex save this time. Okay.
I roll my eyes at
As you
Noxel.
hear the familiar rumble.
Fuck. Oh wait, we're still rolling okay. 19.
Alright. You'll see he fully tilts his head back and electrocutes the fuck out of this guy with lightning. The black lightning that got you earlier
Boy.
does not get you once more, thankfully.
I'm
I
like at the tip of the horn at this point, probably.
You are.
I make the
I just
sound
feel
You'll
the
notice
of the lightning strike that he said was his name,
that. Yeah.
so that hopefully he looks over at me.
He'll swallow most of the body, but a leg fell off the critter, and then he'll look at you.
To the god in Draconic.
In Draconic, I needed substance. I ate.
I don't have words for this.
The slime is
yep.
now proceeding to eat the last limb of his meal.
Yep.
At least he's starting anyway.
Go for it. You may
It's
happily.
pretty big.
It is huge. Yep.
Yeah.
It is pretty big.
I will look up the
You've
guy
gotten to sample much in the past day.
and I'm just gonna say that is concerning. To the god in
Fine,
Draconic.
fine. We may
Also,
go to the god now, as I have fulfilled my hunger, as I do not
happened?
think you would like me to eat small fish. And his tail gestures to Lyriel.
I nod.
Excuse me? I just returned.
You're hearing.
Yeah, you're just hearing.
Okay, so okay. Still an ominous thing as soon as I unmute to hear someone discussing eating my character.
You don't know it. You don't
Yep.
understand it.
Yeah, Lyra doesn't know that, but I know that.
Yep, you sure
Mhm.
do.
Yep. Correct.
To eat small fish. Um, Phage, Noxel is saying, you know, it would be easier if you just got off the head.
Certainly so. But I must observe. And I will not let you best me because you are a quitter.
In Phage's voice, I will not let you best me. I look at Noxel. This isn't unfounded, quietly.
There is much you must do in the name of science to learn where we are, what these things are. It is fine if you do not have the bravery, I suppose.
You guys hear a very happy sounding slime as he's now burbling in a pitch that as he's like humming. It's
Mm.
definitely a hum burble.
I noticed that Lariel moved to the creature. What happened while I was AFK for a second?
I just drug you
The
onto the
Kingsman
body of
grabbed
it.
you and just dragged you over.
Who grabbed me?
Me,
Okay.
which I think you were there for hearing that I'm Breacher now.
That conversation, like way earlier?
Yeah,
Yep.
Oh yeah, yeah. I just kind of cut out. I just heard drag me.
no, you're good.
Fair
You've been
enough.
drugged.
No!
Not drugged, duh.
That's what it sounded like.
Nice, Noxel, nice.
I look at Noxel. You trust me, right? With like puppy eyes.
The bird does puppy eyes. Lero does not say that. That's me.
Hmm. Yes, I do. It's better than chick eyes.
Ew.
I give a thumbs up and just like blink them back to normal.
Our serpent friend and Draconic will be like, now go?
I make sure that everyone's on. DM, is everyone on?
Other than our happy plasmoid that is omnomming a leg at the moment.
Hmm.
Anna,
Does he know he exists?
Do I know he
He
exists?
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's the meme.
That's so valid. Are you aware you're a cat?
I look at the slime. Get to work.
Hannah,
Slime pays no mind to you. He's happy and he's still consuming the leg.
He eat leg.
eat egg. Hannah,
Yes.
do you
Good
mind if I
leg.
actually do you mind if I make like an investigation check for if I did get any new information from being fucking clung on there? Being dipped in the water and seeing the thing eat that creature?
Sure. You may roll some investigation.
In between the hums, you guys hear him say, tasty.
I only got a 9.
We're not
Yeah,
worried
no,
about
you were
food.
pretty caught off guard by getting an impromptu bath.
Makes sense. They don't know I learned no new information though. So.
Just to the slime. We're not worried about food. Get on.
Could you ask it to stop by the coconuts we fell, though? We may as well grab some for the journey.
I just look at Noxel, completely ignoring that gesture to the slime, frustratedly.
Tana, when I'm down here on the ground eating this leg, do I see anything else around me?
If you look directly behind you, yeah, there be a chest.
Oh. He's now had enough taste of the leg. He's gonna direct his attention towards the chest.
Yup.
I look at
Would
Phage.
would
I
I be
can't
able to
talk
hear?
good.
Uh, Would I be able to hear Knoxville saying that about the God Plan?
Depends on if you're trying to listen and how loud he is trying to be.
Now that I'm like settled, I'm probably trying to listen.
Okay, then
Uh,
you can hear him.
All right. Now, what would you suggest, Basilis?
I try and open it.
There is nothing else for us here. This is the only lead we have.
Thank you. I needed
How
that
are you
word
trying to
actually.
open it?
I don't. Can Lyria hear this? She hasn't been filled in on what happened after she stayed at the camp.
I look at
I don't think.
Noxel, better than nothing. Are you gonna
Uh,
ask what's happening, Lyrio?
Just like, was she filled in? Would she know any of what happened after she stayed back at camp?
Not yet. They haven't
I
mentioned.
don't think anyone's filled you in.
Okay, then she's gonna turn to who's not currently engaged in conversation but also on Snake.
You.
and Aaron.
Huh?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
theoretically, Phage, because she only really said that to Knoxville. Otherwise, she's kind of there.
Yeah, Phage. Because me and Noxel are kind of talking.
Mm-hmm. So she's gonna turn to Phage and be like, now that we have finally have a moment of calm, will you please explain what is going on with the snake? How did you acquire the snake?
We do not simply acquire gargantuan snakes. However, Knoxville must have done some magic sorcery of some sort to get it on our side. Either way, he walked up to it in some way, somehow he was able to tame the thing.
Can you communicate with it?
Apparently, he was able to communicate with it, but now he's useless in that regard.
That's a shame.
I can communicate with it, and I look at Lyrio.
Except for the bird flu down there.
Preacher! And I look up.
Not until I respect you, bird flu.
Okay, then she's gonna turn to Preacher.
No,
Have
Bree.
you been able to communicate with Snake? Has it expressed its intentions with us on its back? Why we have it? Why it has accepted us?
Oh, it's hungry. From, Noxel. Like, as Noxel's voice, I mean.
Are we the intended food?
That's weird. Not were.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
I'm not talking yet. I'm
Oh,
talking to myself, basically. I'm gonna say you could have been.
why me specifically?
I speak in a language you don't know. Because that's where I have the words.
Perhaps it likes fish.
Fish!
Please do not refer
And
to
I
me as a
just, like,
fish.
clap at Phage. He likes fish.
Which I am not, for clarification.
I nod. He
But you,
name you fish. And I shrug.
but
I
you
look a
cannot
little
deny that out of
unsettled.
our. You cannot deny that out of our party, you are the most fish-like, even if you are not one.
I don't believe I appear very fish-like.
Perhaps we should grab you a mirror next time we see one.
Do fish have 4 limbs?
Do fish have gills, correct?
I nod yes to
I don't
Lyriel.
actually know if he has
Fish
gills.
have 4 limbs.
I look at Preach and I'm like, what?
And then I basically mimic a fin on each side and like 2 fins on the back.
Oh, not the dorsal fin. I'm
And
being compared
then
to a dolphin.
I make like gestures of them evolving to walk on land.
Would you
We
like to
have
be a fish, Basilis?
I just face palm. Slime, get
If
on.
Why?
we, we may have this conversation on the way to the golf.
As you guys uh,
Focus.
look to the slime, refocus your attention on the slime. You now see him completely hack open this chest, God of War style. Destroying the top of it. He is now has what you can see is a backpack and a longsword.
I clap. Good slime. Clap, 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 clap. Get on.
And he, do any of you want this? And he holds out the long
You
sword.
can talk. Clap, 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 clap.
Oh, sorry. Uh, oh man, I didn't want to have to think about this. Anybody want?
Dare I ask what's in the bag?
Well, he's obtained a humanoid form to actually equip these, so he shakes his head no.
Do you know what's
I
in the
am not
bag? I
a.
ask.
He lowers the sword. I guess holds on to it for now, and then slowly climbs.
I'm not the sword wielder. I'm not the sword wheeler. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the sword wheel,
I am
wheel,
not
wheel,
a
wheel.
sword wielder. So it's up to all of you if you'd like it. I do not have a need for it. At the moment, anyway.
Not really, but that would work. Uh, I wield, and it sounds like whips cracking, but it's the sound that basically is just the sound barrier breaking so that you can hear loud shots, I guess.
You have a laser.
I nod no. I don't have a laser.
Oh, if you're naive, I wouldn't be surprised if you're hiding one somewhere.
I shrug. Maybe.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Moss.
Welcome to the party.
Larry, you are damp.
I should also note that where his head is, it now is a lizard-like small skull.
Larry?
You're damp.
Yeah, you are damp.
You got wet. You're moist.
That's fine.
Yup. As is Fidge.
Welcome to the Owlbear session and all that. He said now to the god, right? Ah, yes. No, he did not. He said, fine, fine, we may go to the god. And do I have, please, Interconic? No.
Sage is going to take off her hat, and you'll see that, like, you know, the cloth that's there. It almost like forms bangs from what it looks like. But under her hat, you will see a drenched Larry, probably like just waking up.
There you
Yup.
go. By the way, Moss,
Beautiful.
Noxel is typing.
I can do that.
Mm-hmm. So you're informed.
I am aware.
But there you
Larry,
go,
would you like a
Phage.
sword?
Oh, I would love a sword. Why am I? Man, my fluff. This gonna take forever to dry out.
You're also on a gargantuan sneak.
Oh, that just sounds like an average Tuesday.
Oh, damn it, I put that in the wrong fucking language. There we go.
Phage will hold out her hand to the slime.
He's pretty far down from you as he's not on the head at all.
She'll still try. She knows you have the capability.
I don't think 10 feet it covers the distance.
You can try.
Do it
Throw
just
it
to
like
make
a
fun of.
javelin.
Do it to make fun of her.
um, Larry, you see the slime in humanoid form with a backpack, a longsword, and a lizard-like skull where his head is. So his head is a little more like kobold shaped now,
Mhm.
Oh, he's a
with a skull
Cubone.
inside of it. And he holds up the a long sword and like, you want?
No, not a long sword. God, those are boring. Give me like a two-handed great sword or something I can swing around and really smack somebody with.
Would you rather fight with your hands or fight with a sword, Larry?
Yeah.
That does not answer my question, Larry.
Yeah.
Hand it over here. I'll give it to him.
I pat
I'm
Noxel's
surprised to
shoulder.
hand it up
Not
to you,
shame.
but
Not shame.
actually, I don't think I could use pseudopods for weapons, so he can only extend his hands out as big as he can be, which is only like 3 feet.
Yep. Correct.
Larry, do you mind if I toss you down?
No.
You don't mind?
Yeah.
Alright.
She will underhand toss him to the slime.
As she drops, I'm just gonna say in Draconic, go to the god, will you?
In reply, all right, all right.
Can I try to catch Larry? I feel like I don't. It was a think fast moment, and I was fully not anticipating that.
Acrobatics.
That's a natural one.
Oh,
Oh
fantastic.
boy. So, oh lord.
Gets flung off the
There's
table
one
as he
thing I
runs
can think
away.
of what's gonna happen.
I
You
know what's gonna happen. One moment. Do you have the long sword clicked on your character yet?
It's on my character, yeah.
Alright, let me refresh your page.
She gets flung from the
Roll your
tail as he
long
zooms
sword.
away.
You want me to roll a long sword?
Yeah.
Roll the long sword. Yep.
Alright, 1d10? 1d8, okay.
I have a
Um,
feeling Larry's getting pierced.
It would be more
yeah.
sliced, because he's holding it out, like, sideways.
Gets sliced in half.
But,
Um
I mean, hey, this Paige decided to do something.
You
oh
sucking job.
So, 6 plus 4, that's 10 damage.
okay, ouchie.
Yeah, Larry take 10 slashing damage as he tries to catch you, fails, and ends up accidentally hitting you a bit with the sword. You got a little ouchy slashy.
Phage.
I mean, his hands were out in front of him holding said sword. He's not like trying to catch something when his hands are full.
You're just like looking up, and all you see
This
is a
is
Larry
true.
slowly get bigger at you,
Uh-huh.
and then flops on the sword in front of you between your hands.
It
Phage absolutely will jump down from this and be like, oh.
he's just going down like horse plinko to the ground.
300 pounds shattering into the snake's side.
Eh,
Yeah, Phage is coming
Serpent
down to grab
in
him.
Draconic is like, "Are you sure go now?" And then looks at the whole situation happening.
I just like rub my beak. Go now.
Oh, Larry, darling.
eh,
I'm sorry that creature cannot do simple tasks.
my leg.
Your leg was not even hurt.
You threw him at the sword. As he looks up at
You
Paige.
didn't catch him. That sword only requires one hand. You could have caught him with the other hand.
I'm telling mom.
You are not telling mother.
Who's
I'm
He
telling
mom?
dad.
You
He
are
is
definitely not telling dad.
I'm telling dad.
The
You're
slime
not
is
telling dad.
fully, like, I don't know how to describe it. 1 second.
I will toss you again.
I'll tell dad. I'll tell dad twice.
You will not tell dad. Let's find dad first. We have to find. We have to find.
Please tell me the snake
We
is
have to find
moving.
the ship.
I'm putting it on the list of shit to tell dad.
No, Harry. We have to find the ship, and then we can go to dad.
God, you made things complicated. He's climbing back onto the dragon. He does hear Nox and is climbing onto the dragon.
Once Larry is upon dragon, well, our danger noodle of the day, uh, he will take off once more, and he will go your favorite direction.
Northeast.
East.
Down,
East.
straight
West.
into the ground.
South. I,
What was that?
Your mom.
Finally.
You've gone east.
Finally.
I will
My
I will
dreams.
literally say finally.
My dreams are come
This-
true.
that is exactly what the slime was doing. And you threw him at it.
So you'll notice you're going over here. He's half on map, half not.
Does that look deep enough to cross? I doubt it with the fucking ship there.
Are we able to see this moat?
Does that look deep
You
enough to
are
cross
absolutely able to see that moat.
at all?
Can you what?
Is that deep enough to cross? Does it look like it's deep enough at all?
You have no idea. It's pitch black water.
Perhaps the worm can act as a bridge.
I'm just gonna say go in Draconic and point to the temple.
He says no.
Towards? And I look at him. I don't have
He
help.
goes, "It is across. Go across. I do not go across."
Is the snake sneaking? Wow. Is the snake speaking only in Draconic?
Yes, only in Draconic.
Um,
In that case, I do not understand.
May I hop down from Snake?
You may.
We're
I
not
don't have
initiative,
these
right?
words.
You are not.
Bonk.
I'm gonna
Can
slide
I go
down
over
with
to this
him.
barrel?
Yep.
I will take in the surroundings. I will see barrel, and I want to perceive I guess investigate the barrel, see how safe it is, if I could use it to float across.
Okay.
Speaking of,
Investigation.
I point to the other side to Nox. We go. Um, would I, with my woodcarver's tools, be able to fashion a makeshift raft out of any of this wood?
If you can find rope or something to put it together. Yeah.
I'm sure there's some on this wheel up here.
Oops. Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna like take the wood off of this like back part of the ship and the rope from this wheel,
Oops.
and I'm going to fashion myself a makeshift raft.
You are in process.
That hopefully quite a few people can get on.
Yep, depends on how much you're gonna do.
Um, would you like me to roll anything, or if I will do this until someone else finds a different way, basically.
Performance
Okay, let me
Hannah.
be down here doing it so everyone can see.
plus proficiency bonus.
So
Can I
performance,
have
but I
a
get my proficiency. Okay.
Yep.
I had a dirty 21.
Do I
You
get
will
it?
notice that it is not very structurally sound. It's barely holding together. But as you look on the inside, you'll see lots of shattered glass and one singular intact test tube with a cork.
I
Hell yeah.
am going to use one of my inspirations unless I get advantage.
You do not get advantage.
Okay, and then I'm using one of my 4 inspirations. That's much
Then I will
better.
mark.
That is 16 plus 1, so 17 because it's minus 1 plus 2.
Okay, you're doing a good job so far.
So you guys will see me fashioning a boat. For a second, for a moment, huh?
Yep, you're fine to stay on our lovely serpent fellow.
What are you doing, Lirio?
I'm a little lost. So we got down from. I got down from the serpent.
Mhm.
Yup.
You've heard me say we go, and I pointed to the temple.
Yeah. Is the water black
Yep.
or is that just a design choice? Okay.
The
Can I
water is
approach the
actually black.
water and like trying to think if there's anything with my sea elf because I'm cautious to go in again and of because there's abyssal creatures. Can I like I don't know investigate or
How would
arcana
you
check
like to?
it?
You can
Like, I
arcana
would
check
like
it
to
to
like
see.
put my hand in and see like what it feels like and see if I can feel
Mhm.
anything? Like,
Yeah, go for it.
I
what would
made it
that
so that
be?
it'll stay underneath of us, by the way.
Arcana if you're checking for the magic, and then a regular investigation check for anything else.
Can I see into
You
the
made
water, or is it just pitch black?
it is pitch black.
And I will Arcana. 18.
18. There is definitely a lot of magic here. It is highly concentrated.
Do I know like specific type of magic?
You will feel defensive magics.
Defensive. That's interesting. But it feels like
Mhm.
completely different to the water I've lived in, right?
Correct.
That's so interesting.
I assume it's
Oh man,
surrounding the temple all the way around from what we can see.
Yes.
Okay.
can I have a crazy idea? I'm gonna think outside of my head.
I didn't think your head was very boxy.
It is something. First off, I want to grab that vial, right?
Mhm.
Um, am I able to pocket the glass somehow? Like a handful of glass?
Where would you put it? That is my only question to you.
I'm trying to think of where I could put it.
I could name a few
My
spots.
only guess is that you know how she has that like cloak part at the end of her thing?
Yeah.
My guess is that she will kind of like enclose it and bundle it up so it's on her side for now.
Okay, that's fine.
It's only a little bit. It's only a handful, enough that she can grab it and pocket glass.
Sounds good to me.
But she'll definitely also grab that vial. Can she bring that barrel over to uh
Breacher?
Reacher? Yeah,
Yeah. If you use a athletics check and see if you're strong enough to bring it on over.
sure.
I look at him. I can't
Oh,
talk good.
all right, Santa. What do you want to do to me?
Did you not want it?
Maybe.
All right. So as you go to pull, roll a d4.
Okay. Not blowing on it. 2.
You will take 2 piercing damage as you didn't notice some glass, and it's kind of gotten tangled up on your leg and foot area.
I could try.
Um, you told me that when I had my lantern next to the gem, it shine a little brighter. Does the same thing happen when I have it next to the water?
Yes.
Okay. I have no
Is
idea what to do with that information.
is the serpent looking down at me at all?
No, he's kind of just looking around, looking bored.
I wave at him. Hey! I say hey in common because I don't think I have it in.
It looks towards you.
I write in the sand with a board that I was using in Draconic to him that is saying launch the uh, feather hat to the other side question mark. Then the rest of you will just see a
He
bunch of
will
runes basically.
look at you and look at what you are doing. He says, "I know not of your fancy pictures."
I point to Noxel, pick up a tiny rock and throw it into the water. And then point to Noxel,
He
point to the serpent.
All right, let me roll.
I'm trying, man.
Highs or lows, hun?
I can't throw that far, Noxel, okay? Low.
Okay. Okay.
I'm throwing it as
So he
far as I
looks at
can.
you, looks at the scribbles, looks at Noxel, looks at Larry, looks around for a second, looks at the castle, and then well, not castle, but you know what I mean. The
Temple.
temple. He takes his tail, he wraps it around Breacher, and throws.
I just like shrug as I'm flying through the air at Noxel. I
Oh
tried.
gosh.
And you all watch as the serpent has now flung our resident Kenku into the water over yonder.
How far am I? Okay, I'm just gonna swim to the other side then. Oh no, I can't. I can't
Can't you?
swim.
Can't swim.
Oh, okay. I'll
I'm
get in the
flailing.
water.
So you guys just
Can
see
I
me.
save him?
Can
Yeah,
I
you can try.
I hate to interrupt. I really do. But me and Larry have had just a nice side conversation on our own. And we've just been chilling on this thing's tail. Do we get knocked off at any given point?
Yeah, we've been on
Yeah.
the tail.
You were on the tail and he used his tail to fling, so I would assume neither of you were prepared to get flung.
No.
Do we get flung or do we like? Because I feel like you would grab him, but do we get knocked off as we don't expect him to grab
Yeah,
and
I would
throw?
assume you get knocked off. I'm not gonna fling you, but you'll get knocked off.
Okay.
Hey,
I have handed Larry a can, a metal cylinder looking thing, and the longsword.
Okay,
So Larry has the longsword now.
sounds good.
I'm just
he looks a
flailing
little
and
ridiculous, but it's
squawking
fine.
and drowning.
Yep.
All right, please
Hurting
continue.
mess. Yeah. Just I'm flailing all my limbs.
Can I try to save him?
You may absolutely try to save him.
Yes, is the
Okay,
water
I'm
moving
good.
quickly? Is it still a moat? That's a great question.
It is still a moat. It is not. It's not heavily got any currents or anything trying to rip you under it at the moment.
How do I
Um,
save him? I just like grab him.
how do you approach me? Do you approach me from underneath the water or like,
Yes. And then I
yeah?
pop up right next to you.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to hit you then.
That's so mean. I'm
I'm
not saving you anymore.
well, I missed you anyway, probably, but you're coming up from underneath of me. You're fucking startling me.
Well,
Um,
no, I'm not coming up from underneath you. I'm about 2 feet away from you. I pop up out of the water.
well, you said
Insane.
yes. That's
Yeah,
also same thing.
I approached from underwater, and
It's
then I got
fine.
near you and I came up.
Yeah. That's same thing. You're scaring the shit out of me. But I rolled an 11 to hit you, so all you see is me flailing, get a light blade out and like swing it, and then realize it's you, and it like poofs away. And there's
I just grab his like scruff or whatever.
Yeah.
Do I
And like,
have Scruff as a
can we go
bird?
to? I assume you have like a shirt I can grab, kind of, but like a scruffing motion, like a
have
cat.
I have a rag, but
I grab
sure.
that.
Okay.
And can I go over on this shore because it's closer?
Yep. You
I'm taking
can.
you with me.
I just flop belly down onto the sand and
And once
cough.
we're there, I noticed something about my shape water cantrip. I'm able to change the opacity. Can I make it clear to see what's in there? Like a 5 foot, just to see.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Get the coast. All right, I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna be right here, and I'm gonna this square. I'm gonna make it try to see if it's clear, if there's
Well,
anything weird in there.
it's like a 5 foot radius, isn't it?
In your
Yeah,
private
that's
channel, you will see down towards the bottom a man.
okay. I'm moving backwards. I'm going
Behold,
here.
a man,
I'm
Man,
just
there's just a
coughing
dude
up
down there.
water, just
a guy.
Yep.
fighting for my life, crawling towards the stairs.
You give no
Larry,
thanks.
Hold on, damn. Thank you very much, Lyriel.
You're welcome.
I gotta look through like a list of 200 phrases.
Wait, he has to manually do it? You can't just think of
Yeah.
it?
No, I
Oh my
can't remember
goodness.
everything you guys say.
I just thought that like once you had it like you like unlock it, you can say it at any
Yes,
time.
correct. But like, I don't know what you have and haven't said.
Oh, so it's you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm writing down things that you guys have said and I'm repeating them in your voices and such.
Oh,
Which you
okay.
should
I
have, well, I
understand.
guess you wouldn't have seen it in session 2. You would have seen it on the session 1 VOD.
No, I knew that you had a list. You, the player. I've misunderstood. I thought the Kenku has like a mental list of every word he knows, and he has to choose one every single time.
No, he just has a mental, like, he remembers everything you guys say, and he like, that's all he can say.
Yeah,
So you're not wrong, but you're not right.
yeah.
But anyway, yeah, what
Tana.
is the moat? It's just a moat and it's not quickly moving water, right?
It is just a moat.
Tana.
Yes.
Can I rip off 4 of these boards on this barrel?
Athletics.
There is also like a slight built raft right here, by the way.
11.
No.
Shit.
You try and it doesn't budge.
I'm gonna sigh. Can I find loose boards?
You can sure try.
I'll head back up here near this closer to the serpent. I do see your raft, but there's problems.
That raft was built pretty nicely, thank you very much.
I didn't say that one.
I got a 17.
Oh no, I bet it's an okay raft, but you're forgetting a crucial detail.
Well, I was getting there, first of all.
I sink.
Oh, that's true. I thought you were talking about like there's no sail or oars, but you
And
could just
such I am
walk
playing.
across.
I sink.
Yeah, you could walk across. You don't need to breathe.
The black water that looks oddly suspicious, I'm testing it first.
I mean, yeah, fair.
Can they hear me from over here?
Probably if you
If
go.
you yell.
I don't understand how the two
Okay.
people across the moat are talking right now, but okay.
We're not. We're talking out of character.
I know.
I'm going to yell and hope they hear me. Be careful. There's something large and ominous within the water, towards the depths.
Ah, that is just lovely for me.
I was thinking I could like mage hand over to the raft, but it's not. It's too far.
Yeah. If you're
Does it make
talking
up the
about
whole bottom of the moat?
How sturdy is the raft? Noxel says.
if you're talking about the one that's like over here, not
I
so hot, but if you're talking about the one that Breacher was making, it looks pretty sturdy.
well, I mean, I was taking off of the ones on this.
Mm-hmm.
Lario, Phage is gonna ask if the creature makes up the whole bottom of the thing.
I'm going to go into my private channel.
I'm still
That's
recovering from drowning.
ominous.
100%. I am still a drowned man.
Okay, I'm going to scream back. It is about as large as the snake we have befriended.
How wonderful.
I repeat, Phage, how wonderful.
Where's the head?
Like, where? Are you asking me where's the head?
Where's the head? Is it nearby?
It is, do they use feet in D&D?
Yeah.
Lariel,
Okay.
for your sanity's sake, it is over here.
I mean, depends if you're playing
it's-
European D&D or not, I
head is
guess.
Okay. I'm going to point towards the crystal on my left, your right, and say it is about 100 feet below the surface towards that crystal, and there is defensive magic within the water.
Wonderful. My only option is down, but if I can go past it.
I look at Lyriel, defensive magic. In her own
That
voice.
out of character. I don't know what defensive magic is in water itself.
I'm saying
So
that
it
in
would just-
character.
Yeah, out of character, it's protections and stuff, things to try to keep things a little more mellow. That's why it isn't as crazy as the waves when you first got in here. It's part of keeping the stillness.
It's
And there's other
basically
things that you may or may not figure out.
they cast sanctuary on the water,
Okay.
I assume.
Larry is gonna try to get the attention of our big serpent friend
And how are you going about that?
by very gently poking at his arm.
Okay. He is not remotely paying attention. He's still kind of just looking at the chaos of the others that are yelling back and forth.
He starts poking
I
harder.
I will make the lightning strike sound and then like gesture kind of over to Larry.
How are you gonna see him? You're
Far
all
the
the way
fuck
over there.
away.
How can we not
Yeah,
see
you're
the
a little too
gargantuan
far.
snake? Well, I guess we can't
I
see
know,
How
but
can
Larry.
you see Larry?
Larry is
That's
Larry!
fair. That's a good point. I can't see Larry.
no, you
He's
can't
just
see
gonna
Larry.
start poking harder. He's just gonna poke harder at the big dragon.
Yeah,
Pending helps
it's
her.
not paying attention.
Yeah.
Pending is what?
Pending is helping.
Pending is helping on the poking aspect. Understood. Yeah, no, he's not paying attention to you yet.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
It will now look at you,
Can you throw me?
and it will continue looking at you.
He will make the motion of points at the dragon, makes the throwing motion, points at himself.
It makes a disgruntled noise, but wraps you and the slime up in
The
its
slime
tail.
tries to escape.
Okay, dexterity saving throw for the slime.
Natural 13 plus dex is a 17 or 16. 17.
All
17
right.
plus 4, 13, 17. Yeah.
You escape. Larry, you get wrapped up in tail and you get flung. You will be.
Sugar glider activate.
Well, you will make it all the way over.
You just hear. Oh,
Cuts out.
hey.
I just like watch her fly over and flump into the sand and wave.
You made it.
He just lays there with a thumbs up.
I contemplate using spare the dying until I see him move. And
He is not dead. He is simply full of joy over there.
I'm gonna use prestidigitation on myself to not be so gross.
That's fair.
And then look at Larry as if to offer the same thing.
Nah. He starts shoving dirt in his mouth.
I just give a thumbs up and flop backwards onto the steps.
Tana,
Awareness.
Yeah.
may I roll an investigation to see if I can find any like thick vines around these trees?
Absolutely, go for it.
Oh, baby, I like that roll. That would be a dirty 21.
All right. Instead of thick vines, you find old remnants of ship ropes.
I will take those. How
Yep.
long?
You've got about 75 feet worth. That's kind of just tangled around.
Oh.
Noxel.
You shoot the shape of an oar into whatever wood. Yeah, absolutely. I would allow that.
What does that sound like, by the way? Is there actual gunshots or are you just quietly going pew 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 pew? I mean, it's up to you, I assume. I think it's flavor.
It is flavor, so you can be silent or it can have noises. It's up to you.
I love the thought of Noxel quietly going to himself pew 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 pew.
It could be clown horns for all you care.
This is true.
um, I would like to try and get the attention of the worm
Nice.
by. I'll do. Well, I think I could do prestidigitate. Prestidigitate. Yeah,
Prestidigitation.
to make like a whistling sound.
All
Is
right,
that
it'll look towards you.
prestidigitation?
Prestidigitation does do noises, just
All
small
right, so
noises.
I'll try to do a whistling sound so I can
Sure.
get its attention,
It looks at you.
knowing at this point that it cannot understand me. I will motion to the rope in one hand, the end of the rope, and I will make like a gripping motion with both of my hands and then point to the worm.
Please tell me she just gets thrown.
It gives you a rather puzzled look.
Can I like walk a little close to the water and motion for it to come closer?
Yeah, you may do that.
And I shall do that.
It makes just a low growl noise. Now Snorkel.
um, to Noxel in Noxel's and Larry's voice. Launch yourself.
Launch yourself. Launch yourself.
Now Justin Larry's voice. Launch yourself. Launch yourself.
Launch yourself.
I want to look to all of them, just kind of like, can I go up and grab some of these loose planks up here?
Yeah.
All right, I want to grab a couple of those. I want, after I grab those, I'd like to come down here
Okay.
Cool
and
Nox. Cool.
I want to, hold on, let's see. I would like to imbue magical tinkering on all three. All of them, I'd like to emit an odor of fish.
Oh, it just came back to that. What are you doing,
You come back
fish?
at the worst
Yeah.
times.
Okay,
I'd
you
like
want
all the planks to emit an odor of fish.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm done.
Big brain. It's big brain time.
Mhm.
When I do that, I want to try to toss these planks close to this crystal.
And then to Noxel, I'm just gonna say thank you, Noxel, for using my raft. I think I can actually say that.
You
Do I
probably
have
can
do I have the
actually.
word my? I do have the word my. I can say that. I have all those
So,
words.
Sage.
Yes.
And now group because you'll see. You will see large jaws come out of the water to munch crunch upon the logs, and I will add it to creatures in a minute.
Launch yourself. Launch
Ah,
Launch
yourself.
yourself.
while it's distracted, I'm gonna run to this worm. I'm gonna aggressively whistle, point to it, point to a cross, make a throwing motion, and point to me.
Alright, he wraps you in his tail and he launches you. Fade, you go.
You hear distant cheering as you are thrown across.
In Phage's voice to Noxel, if you have any semblance of survival skills, you'll run.
Fade, you get flung right here and start
I
sinking.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna kind of I have to let myself sink. I can't really do anything.
Oh
Yep.
gosh.
So what if I do hit the floor? I want to start fucking dashing for it.
Okay, you are at this moment sinking. Initiative. Group.
Oh boy.
Yay.
This is why I distracted it.
Where's the
Natural
Where's my
one.
where's my Larry dice? There it is.
Man, I
I
might
just
need to
got
swap.
the feat alert, so my initiative be popping the fuck off, brother.
Oh, you went 4 levels into Barbarian.
how do I
No
do
multi-classing
the
for you.
initiative in Outbear?
I might
Click
multi-class, but
the
not quite yet.
click the two swords at the top left, and then I will right-click
Oh,
your
thank
character.
you.
I will right-click your character to get you in.
I can't get in.
Hold on, hold on. So right-click and then add to initiative. Bam, there you are, and then you type it in.
Thank you.
Larry sits for real, for real. That's what you called that?
Yeah, that's what I named it. You got a problem with the name of his token where he is sitting for real, for real? Look at him.
No, I love it.
He is
He
sitting for
he
real, for
he
real.
do be
Did
sitting
you
for real,
draw
for real.
that? Him sitting
I
for real,
did.
for real?
I
You're
did. I
very
did
good
draw
at
that.
art.
Thank you. All of my
Oh,
Larry tokens are done by yours
Wired.
that
truly.
looks like something from How to Train Your Dragon.
Kind of
So
deviant.
so where is Noxel in this as he's using the raft?
Running.
I don't know how to add myself to the initiative, but hey. Oh, here we
Right.
go.
I got you.
Yeah, there you
There
go.
you go. Slimer.
Phage, what's your proficiency bonus? Or sorry,
Initiative +2.
+2. I go before you.
Put yourself as 18 then. Oh, you go. Wait, you've like +3.
I rolled a night. I got a 19. I have a +4 to my initiative roll.
I gotcha. I had 17, so yeah, you're fine.
Yep, that'll do. All right.
Who's measuring 15 feet right now? What is happening? All right, never mind. This is where I was.
Yeah, Tanner, you want to put Noxel where
Alright.
he would be?
Much to Phage's dismay, he's first in terms
Ah.
of
Noxel is
initiative.
currently on the raft, by the way. I don't know if you want to put him somewhere in the water.
All right,
Get
so
in the water.
we'll put Noxel over there.
Because I thought the creature was nomming on Noxel.
No, it's about to be nomming on Phage.
Okay,
It's gonna
because
be
Phage, 1 through 5.
5.
Okay.
Dare I ask?
Yep. Phage, does a 22 hit you?
Yeah.
Please make a con saving throw.
Okay. I almost had a nat 20. I was.
Oh.
That is a 11.
Okay. You are taking 10 piercing damage,
Yay.
and then
Then
Noxel and Phage. Phage with disadvantage, dexterity save, as you see this blue lightning start going through the water.
you said disadvantage for me.
Yep,
look at how
disadvantage for
smug
you
he
because it's
is.
going to be hard for you to swim away from that.
I rolled a 6 and a 7.
I'm
But
in danger.
8 would be the lowest then.
Okay. And Noxel. Noxel and Phage, you are taking full damage.
Oh, he's using
You are
inspiration. Noxel is using
taking.
inspiration.
Noxel's using inspiration?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I will mark your inspiration.
He got a 10 instead.
That's not enough still, but let me mark the inspiration before we continue. Alright, so.
Correct.
Alright. Please take 7 lightning damage. Both of you. And that is the end of his turn. It is now our slimy man's turn.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you responded. I didn't realize. Okay,
Mhm.
cool. I don't know. He's just bored and distracted. Does he see this thing,
He
or is this
does
thing
now.
or is it underwater?
Oops.
His head is above water, and you would have just seen all the water light up in lightning. So it was ooh shiny sparkly thing for a minute while Phage and Noxel got shocked.
I'm gonna be frank. I don't think he can or would do anything about this situation.
Yep, that's fair.
So,
If you're not and you're just gonna wander around, let me know.
yeah, I'll just remove myself from initiative, kind of, as he's gonna watch. I don't know. He's interested, but yeah, you can't do much.
Hot.
All right, you can just leave your initiative there, and while you do that, our lovely serpent fellow is leaving.
Mhm.
He's fuck this shit. He's out.
Was.
Yep, he is. Phage, it is your move. You have been bitten and electrocuted by this critter. What would you like to do?
Where's
You
his
are
head
still.
right now?
His head's right next to you.
Pocket glass.
Okay.
I want to blind this thing. Get away. Get away from me.
All right. Roll to hit.
I don't know what I'm rolling.
Just use your sickles. Roll to hit.
Okay, thank you. Alright. That would be does a 22 hit?
Yep, that would hit. Please roll a d8.
Okay. 5.
All right, he takes 5 damage. Gotcha. Anything else you'd like to do, Phage?
Do I have anything? I mean, I could venomous mark him. I should have done that beforehand, but it's not really my goal to really fight it. I'm trying to get away to this island.
Mm-hmm.
Should have disengaged.
Can I animal handling?
How would you like to try to animal handling after you just threw glass at it and hurt it?
uh,
She's animal handling Noxel instead.
Yeah.
in a very down moment, I would like to look fearful in a sense that I want it to feel pity for me. So I will kind of like scrunch up, try to make myself look a little small.
All right, roll your animal handling.
Okay.
This can't go wrong. It just can't.
Right?
This can't go wrong.
We can't see.
Natural 20.
No fucking way. I want proof.
Natural 20. I fucking swear.
I want proof. Take
I
a photo.
swear. I swear.
I'm surprised there's no disadvantage with her hitting it.
I swear on my fucking life. Natural 20.
Well,
+3.
all right. You will do that, and you won't know what happens because you're scrunched up. With that, it is Noxel's turn.
There you are.
I also assume that we can't see Phage, right?
No,
'Cause she's
Phage is now
underwater.
officially underwater.
Do I have to wait until my
That's
turn to
shocking.
talk?
It's so good.
You can yell when it's not your turn. So if
Yeah.
you want to, you may.
Remember, crying is a free
It's
action.
like I can talk to intelligent sea creatures, but I don't know if
You
that would
can.
wait until my turn.
No, you can try to talk to him.
Okay. I'm gonna yell out to the creature, be like, I don't. What do I say? How do I just stop, you madman? No. Like,
It's up to you. You got to figure out what you want to say to this guy.
You're the
I
one who
know.
wanted to
Let
talk, yeah.
me. I'm gonna. I'm trying to like think of something that would like throw it off balance, but I don't think that exists. Just be like, I want to distract it because it's really close to Phage.
It is not a beast, by the way. Noxel.
Oh, just gonna yell out like, "Hello, what are you doing?"
Is that uncommon,
Okay.
by the way? Lyriel?
You can yell that, but it does not respond to you.
Damn.
Chance, is that uncommon?
That would probably be in either Abyssal or Aquan, depending on. I mean, I guess she would probably do it in Aquan, assuming it's an underwater creature.
Okay.
Anything other
Okay.
than going into the umbral form, Noxel. Or just paddle for your life and be in that form. Accelerate second level on yourself. Okay. You may do so.
Just paddles extremely quickly.
Then water bullet second level. Okay. 8d8. Or 8d6.
So,
Let me look at what you got going on your character sheet real quick. Let me refresh to make sure it's fully up to date.
it
Water
depends on
bullet.
how deep the thing is, I think. Or no, it depends on how far away it is. And it would be a 7d6 at max. Because you're only adding 2d6 with accelerate.
Well, he's casting it at 2nd level.
Oh shit, you're right. So true. Well, that's still 2d6. Wait, no, is it?
Okay, roll to hit if you're trying to hit him.
Oh no, it would be 8.
That would be 8d6.
The creature's only 10 feet away from him.
21. That definitely hits. Roll your damage.
You can also just press it to do, like, right-click the damage thing and adjust dice to be 8d6 for water bullet. That works too.
Alright, how much? Let's
24.
24. That's pretty good damage. You'll hear it scream, and it backs off a little. Anything else you would like to do? Use your movement? Okay. Your movement will get you the rest of the way across. You are now out of water. You are by the temple.
I give you a high five. So my raft gets across safely too?
Yes.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Alright, so we have a raft. Yep, little scorched, but it's not too bad. And that should be what you can do. Larry, anything you're gonna do with your turn?
Yeah.
It just got cut out.
It did.
Just a yeah.
Uh,
It said nothing.
my funny, my goofy. Let me see how far he can move. He's gonna trot to about right here. So still out of the water. And while going to the edge, just basically splashing and making a lot of like growling animal noises in an attempt to scare off this beastie.
Roll intimidation.
Oh, I love rolling intimidation. Rah! So hard to read. Sorry, the tiny dice are really hard to read.
That's fair.
What's 30, 20, 18 plus 2?
Much to everyone's shock, Larry, making noises, freaks the serpent the fuck out, and he disappears under the water frantically.
Oh my.
So now we don't see it or Phage.
Mm-hmm. Larry, what would you like to do?
He essentially he stays there. He's basically waiting for his little baby little fuck ass sister to come trotting back out of the water. So he stays there and just goes "Rah! Rah!" and is like slapping the water really hard. You know, like how kids try to be like really scary. It's like that, except somehow it's actually working because like animal logic.
Phenoxyl, I agree.
That was beautiful. Alright.
That's what he's doing.
Lyriel, it is your move.
I would like to not enter the water. Do I have enough movement to get to Phage?
Phage is about 40 feet down. So she's also
Down?
there. Down.
Yeah, she
So-
sank.
Technically,
She
no.
sinks, she can't swim.
She's heavy.
If I use my dash as well, can I wait, I don't think I'm strong enough to hold Phage.
No.
That would also be the thing. You'd have to hold Phage.
I'm sure she could swim in something like, oobleck.
Huh?
Molasses, rather. Something that's thick.
I can't use shape water to push her to the surface, can I?
No, it won't be enough.
I might be thinking of control water.
Oh, probably. I don't know the difference.
No, I'm not. There is something you could do. I will not tell you, though.
No, that's mean!
I'm not gonna tell you
You
how to play
gotta,
your
you gotta
character.
think of it.
That would be
I'm
meta.
looking at shape water,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like I can change the flow. I mean, I can freeze it, but I can't do that. I don't know. Okay. I could water whip her. I don't think that's a good idea.
Unless
Okay,
the whip can
Katara.
grab it full.
Could I do Riptide?
Riptide. How would you use your riptide?
Because it says if it's within 2 feet of water and if she's underwater, and if she fails her strength saving throw, it is dragged 30 feet in the direction you choose.
You may.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Riptide, and I'm gonna try dragging her.
Okay,
Is
roll to hit.
That is 11.
Cool.
You do not hit Phage.
I cry. Alright, that's all I can do.
Alright. And that puts us at Breacher.
Uh, it sure does. Um, uh-huh.
Anything you'd like to try to do?
Let me read this actually. I don't think I can do anything with it, but let me read it. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. Uh, so what do these doors look like?
They're big stone doors bedazzled with jewels and gold. With dragon knockers.
That's cool.
Dragon
Mhm.
titties?
I was gonna say dragon titties. I was saying that's
Are
cool.
you for
The
real?
base new backpack. I like that. Dragon titties on a door.
Dragon titties.
Nice. Um, I am just going to sit in front of the doors, like back to the door, looking down at the water. I can't do shit, so
That's fair.
she'll be fine. She'll walk up on her own.
All
The thing
right,
was scared away.
Phage. It be your turn. You will have noticed somehow, some way, it has swam away from you.
Do I get to know what I did after I did that?
It swam away after
You
you did your
don't
little thing.
know.
Ah, my nat 20.
To you, all you know is that it swam away after your thing worked.
Correct.
As it stands, though, she's probably still like in this ball, like slightly looking, but she's not really gonna try to swim. She can't really do that. It's not gonna do anything. So she's gonna have to just let herself sink to the bottom.
Okay. So you will hit the bottom, and next turn you are going to be able to start walking. All right, Noxel, is there anything you would like to do? Now that you are safe upon shore and you've watched the sea critter run away.
After we get across, we have a short week.
That's my intention because I also need a break.
I need to grab my dinner, which is my breakfast sandwiches from this morning that I didn't eat.
Dinner.
Mhm.
Breakfast for dinner
Yep,
is the best.
Breakfast
it
is
really
awesome.
is.
I have to watch a 2-hour documentary after this. I don't want to.
Noxel did what I did,
All
by
right,
the
you're
way.
gonna slump against the wall. That's fine. Larry, are you doing anything?
Larry is staying angry at the water.
Okay, Larry's staying
He's
angry at the water.
he's staying on defense. He's making sure this guy don't he can't this guy ain't gonna come back. He try to come back, he gonna bite him.
Sounds
That's my
good.
sis.
And
Mhm.
she's gonna figure it out, but sometimes she needs a little help, even if she won't admit it. Pain in my
Yep.
ass.
All right, Lyriel, anything you would like to try?
So, is Phage still drowning?
Phagus at the bottom of the area at the moment, yeah.
That's 100 feet down.
That is
Or
100
something.
feet down. Yep.
You can skip my turn, by the way. I'm literally not gonna do anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay. Alright. For this sake, Phage, we will say this is end of combat. You eventually drag your ass out of the water.
I
And
imagine I like stomp ahead. I'm probably covered in like seaweed or something,
yeah.
leaking again, and I just
Yeah.
want to fall down the street.
I look thoughtful to
That's
myself for a
fine.
bit, and then look across the river to the slime.
He
Okay.
literally does the emoji thing.
He does the what? Oh, that the this
The
is fine
fire.
thing.
Fire
Mhm.
emoji.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just wave.
Okay. And with
Larry's
that,
gonna
we
go
are
check
going
up on
on
his sister.
break.
Hmm.
So
Right.
everybody who needs to pee, get food, or whatever, I'll be back in.
Everyone's across now.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah,
you're
everyone.
being talked to in the chat, Lyriel,
The blob is gone?
and you can swim. Could you, get him?
What do you mean by
You
blob?
you see across the shore, like the other shore that you guys just came from, is just me with two hands up.
I'm gonna frown a little bit, but I'll nod, and I'm gonna swim over.
To
He
Lyriel.
proceeds to start. He proceeds to start swimming over to you guys.
What? So did you not need my help?
No.
Just
He just swims past you, I guess.
she would be way faster swimming speed than you.
Would she? I don't know.
She technically has an actual swimming speed, so yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because ours is halved.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Um,
Well, I guess you would meet me still. Somewhere in here.
I grab you,
He
manhandle you,
dodges.
and bring
He
you
dodges.
over.
100%.
All right, then fine. I leave you. I I go to Nox and I was like, he did not want to.
the blob wants uppies, I say.
The blob dodged the uppies.
I shrug.
Where did Blob go?
That's a great question. Where did you run off to immediately?
Yeah,
Mhm.
just gone.
Mhm. That's the deal.
That's interesting that he just actually just poofed his character away. Your character
Yeet.
actually looks dead when it's tilted like that. Noxel. What were you gonna say, Moss?
I don't remember.
All I got was, did he?
I forgot.
Oh no.
Oh, get yeet.
Oh, get yeet.
Get yeet.
That's crazy
Just
though.
because.
Chance being like, oh, but no
I,
thanks. If none of y'all have said thank you, I can't say thank you.
As it stands,
Lost
you
me.
didn't help me. You just watched me slim down and even try.
I tried. I used one of my two precious spell slots, and I failed.
Yeah, girl.
If the monster was still there, I was gonna look for a magic stone and throw it at it, but that's about all I could do.
But I am curious what you mean when you say you were able to think of something with shape water, if you don't mind, now
Oh,
that it's over.
so you could freeze it and make a staircase for her.
But it says that if no creature is in there, I can freeze it. Do you mean like the space
Yeah,
next to her?
just like right in front of her.
But it's only 5 feet.
Uh-huh. But it's a cantrip.
And she was like, oh, so I would.
You can only do. We were in initiative though.
Correct.
Yeah, it wouldn't have gone as well.
You could have
After
also
initiative, yeah.
You could have also made a little ice cage around her, where it would be like a thin layer. Because
How
I
would that
don't
help
think,
her?
well, it would have protected her a little bit, I think. Given her more AC or something like that.
I don't know. It would
I
make her still just as much of a sitting duck.
I
I
think
mean,
my
yeah.
Riptide is cooler.
Riptide was a way better idea.
Yay! I had a good idea for once, even if it didn't go well.
Riptide would have
Hey,
been a good
it
idea.
was worth the shot.
Yeah.
I was
But
looking
so
at
far,
Riptide, but it doesn't seem to have damage. I just realized that.
Correct. It'll
Good.
just they
no,
just
but
push.
it's a fantastic utility spell.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought it did. I must have been getting it confused with a different smoke because I remember like reading it and thinking, "Wow, that's a really good utility." And then when I was thinking of using it on her, I'm like, "Oh, I don't actually want to damage her." And then I'm like, "Oh, it doesn't." That's I
Hmm.
forgot.
Oh, you actually took the magic initiate feat. Okay.
Yes, like you said, the pew pew guiding bolt.
Hmm. Didn't have to, of course.
Yeah, but it sounded cool.
It's very useful. Now we can both guiding bolt.
And
Do we
honestly,
have most of
none
the
of
group
them
back
made
yet?
a lot of sense to me.
I think everyone is back, right?
I liked getting more cantrips. I have so many more cantrips than I have spells.
Saito and
Cantrips are
Moss.
very useful.
I know, right? I want to use. I'm excited to have an opportunity to use Mind Sliver. I've never done that. It sounds cool.
Hmm.
Well, hopefully the opportunity presents itself.
Is that my mic
You're gonna like
better?
tentacle like
Yep.
You're louder.
Cool.
into brain.
I just noticed I was super quiet while I was talking just then.
You're
Yeah.
really loud to me, but
Well,
that's
turn me
because I
down.
always have you at that's because I always have you at 200% because you're always so damn quiet.
I don't try to be. I'm not that quiet when we play.
It's your just normal noise.
Hmm. I am soft spoken. I get that.
Have you guys played the new Baldur's Gate update?
Nope.
No, not yet.
Me
They
neither.
What'd you
haven't
do?
played Baldur's Gate
Like period?
like in a
No, we
while.
have. We just haven't played it in like 3 years.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
That's a lie. I have a solo run going, but
Yes, you do. Well, you're far ahead of me.
Yeah,
mm,
I've tried doing two different ones with two different friend groups, and we didn't get very
Which
far.
it likely means that I probably won't play Baldur's Gate ever again.
Oh no, it's good though. I never finished it.
I know it's good. I just like I don't need a D&D fix from Baldur's Gate. I get it from D&D.
Fair enough. Yeah, Stanley is so good.
I'm
I've
probably
been
gonna get
wanting
into
to
God of
finish
War.
it.
It's a bummer. Like, I don't really particularly like any of the romanceable characters, but yeah, other than that, it's really fun.
Right? Do we have Moss and Saito?
Yeah.
we have a Saito.
Yeah.
Do we have a?
Yep.
All right, are we ready?
Bueno.
Oh.
All right. So you lived.
Yippee!
But the skin of my teeth.
Um,
Monster seemingly gone.
I
Slime has
suggest
disappeared.
we short rest.
I look
I
at
need back.
Phage. Do you want to clean?
She's just gonna look at you and she'll snap her fingers and cast prestidigitate. Yes, on herself.
I roll my eyes and go through the temple doors.
Oh, you go through the temple doors.
Yeah, I'm walking in.
Okay.
Already?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Let's see here.
bunged into the ocean.
14.
Nope, you did not save. What number? 1 through 5.
3.
Okay. Okay. You all, if you're even paying attention, as you notice he has gone through the doors, he gets thrown out and flung into the water.
Ah!
Just barely in the water.
I just walk out then into Phage or into Atelirio if I can
I
stand.
And
shake my
then
head disapprovingly.
the door closes.
Defensive magic, and I nod.
I'm guessing he said that in my voice.
Yeah.
It's still a little weird to her. Oh, there's the slime.
But you don't
There he is.
necessarily know that he's there.
Yeah, but I can see him. He
The
returned.
Noctil. Well, I was tired as hell, but I guess we're
Mhm.
going. May we please, pretty please rest. I'm far too tired.
I nod.
I second it. I'm in pain.
It is daylight. We go.
The sun will be back tomorrow. My arm might not be.
Can we see like what's past, like on the other side? If this just continues, the
It
palm
does
trees.
just continue.
Do I have
Mhm.
anything to heal you? I don't think so.
We should
Unless
see
mending
if
would
there's
work.
a way to get in. If we are able to call someone's attention.
Does mending work on whatever you are, Larry?
It
I
does
don't
work on
remember.
Larry.
I'm pretty sure it does, yeah.
How much would it do on yours? Does it say on your specific thing, or are we doing the 1d4 thing?
It's a 1d4.
Yeah.
That's how I've ruled it for Phage and Larry.
I
Is a
know.
1d4.
I was just wondering because I know autognomes have a specific thing that says it. But I'll cast mending on you, Larry, to heal you up a bit.
Can you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you have 2 lodestones?
I have a spellcasting focus.
What the fuck? Why do you get one?
I made one in session 1. I made woodcarver's tools and alchemist supplies in last session. So
Yeah.
you will see me like grab my alchemist supplies and start like pouring stuff on you, and you'll magically like sew back together and all that.
The moon! Ha! He's gonna try to bite you.
Roll the hit, I guess, to see if you do bite.
Oh. Alright, I'm using my heart bowl because it's been nice to me today. What's my...
And Noxel is casting Cure Wounds on Phage.
Thank you.
At 2nd level.
Thank you, dearly.
Oh my, it's not showing properly on my phone for some stupid
do
reason.
you have a 21?
I have a 13 AC, so
17
you're going
Phage.
to hit me.
It's... I'm gonna handicap myself mostly because I don't actually want to hurt you that much, and neither does he. He's just surprised.
Mm.
17.
Damn, you do
Yeah,
have a
17
big
healing.
fucking
Good
unarmed
healing for
strike.
Phage.
Yeah.
Half damage.
Yeah, he does some good damage. So I'm just gonna go like half and go like 3, because he's not actually trying to hurt you. He's more trying to startle you because he's startled.
I like
The moon!
I back my hand away. I was helping.
You
Although,
listen to the moon, don't you?
what's the moon?
The moon! He like points to the sky.
I look confused. I listen to Fane.
That's what they all say. They'll
Noxel
say
says,
something
"We're back
else.
on the moon conspiracy."
I shrug. I
We
won't
all
help.
know. everybody knows that there are people on the moon who are constantly telling what other people what to do, and it's specifically to screw other people over. They wanna control everybody, and so they're slowly getting people.
I'm gonna look
Nox,
really confused.
I want to
We
control
know that.
nobody.
That's what they all say.
I shrug. I won't help. I'll just like walk back up to the stairs. Um, and I'm just gonna knock on the doors this time.
Oh, yes, that is an option.
The dragon knockers. Look at them titties.
Yep, I'm gonna use the
Yep.
dragon knockers.
You are gonna use those. While Noxel goes, so guys, rest, nightly rest, sleepy, or
No,
tired, sleepy rest.
we go.
Yeah.
Basilisk, there may be a ways to rest in there if it is a sanctuary of sorts.
I do not
Also,
believe it is a sanctuary, considering
if the
have
mending did
flung
go
him.
through, Larry, you would have healed for four, by the way.
Can I approach the door of it and like see if it's the same defensive magic as in the water
Yep.
using Arcana?
Yep.
Okay, that is an 11.
It feels rather similar.
Does it feel? Can I tell if it's like stronger, more like
You can tell it's much
concentrated?
stronger. Yeah.
It's a lot stronger.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn to the group and be like, "Yeah, I don't think we can do this right now."
I told y'all, let's take a nap. Take a nappy nap. Oh,
Do I
shoot.
have to do everything in this party?
We need to speak to the god.
Sage is
Yeah.
definitely gonna get up and she's gonna come up to the door, but she's not gonna enter it.
I'm still knocking with whatever
Yeah,
that
she wants to
does.
go alongside
Preacher in your head, go to private channel.
Creature in your head, ominous.
I can say whatever I want in my head.
Tana, do I still have the rope, by the way?
You do.
Right, sweet.
Hey. This is
Okay,
the
75
trumpeting.
feet.
So are we just gonna like skim over the talk to God thing? Like which one? Isn't there like 257?
Noxel, who did you say that to, by the way?
Probably to Phage when she was like, "Do I have to do everything in this party?" Because she's
Oh,
dramatic.
that's so true. And Larry, you just said, what about gods? What was that in character?
Yeah, that was yeah.
I missed it.
What do you mean we gotta talk to God? There's so many of them. There's so many.
Gotta talk to this god. And I gesture to the doors.
Well, how do you know this is a God? This looks like a building to me.
The snake. In Lyriel's voice.
He's over there.
The snake, do I have said? Said, talk to the god. Phage said, talk to the god. Go east.
You are leaving out the point where I led us to this direction, correct? Where I am the one that tried to lead you this way in the first place.
I just said that.
You did just
I
say
am
that.
referring to Basilisk down there. If anything, I've done the most to get you all to safety.
My impressive little sister, isn't she just so sweet and small? Oh,
I am not in the mood, Larry.
Well, I am. God. He's gonna scutter up the stairs and go sit on her head, as he does.
Mhm.
The slime finally made it to the other side, by the way.
Yep,
After
he
going
did.
back
he
and
did.
forth 5 times.
And he got lost. Each time. I was
He
rolling
did.
a die each time he entered the water.
Sage is going to look over to Breacher, and she'll just go ahead and ask, "Did you learn anything?"
I
While
nod
you do
yes.
that, Sage, one moment. The door opens, and the first time we get to use the NPC channel, you see a lady.
Am I
Oh,
still,
hello there.
can I still respond in
I
my
like.
head, by the way?
You can.
Uh, do you want me to do that in private channel or no?
Up to you if you want them to know or not.
Lady.
But she answers the door and she says, "You've made quite a ruckus. And one of you tried to get in without permission."
Side eye. The king.
I just
That
say
would have been
sorry.
this one right here.
Not me this time. Not me this time. I was good. I was good.
She is pointing to Breacher.
I just say sorry, friend. In Noxel's voice.
She looks around. Says, "What can I help you lot with?"
I will approach and bow and explain that we were told by a large snake that we need to speak to the god in the east.
And I'll say leaving. In Phage's voice.
We got stuck out here out of we fell out of the sky and we need to leave.
You fell out of the sky.
We were transported on a beach of unknown means.
And
Yeah.
it
I
appears
missed my
Unfortunately,
spin.
this is an abyssal area somehow.
at least for me, it is very important I try to find my ship again, so I would love a ways to find it.
I don't want to find my ship again.
I gotta go tell on Phage to mom.
So she'll look at you all and she says, "Seems like you have much to tell me. You may enter, but you may not take anything." And she opens the doors wide and walks in.
Give a thumbs
You
up
got
and
any
follow
pocket lint?
behind her.
"I do have pocket lint," and she hands you pocket lint, Larry.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Immediately in his mouth.
Okay,
Yep.
less
Immediately.
sweet.
And
Like,
place yourselves once the map loads.
Phage probably intentionally just like
It's
put
so
her head down
big.
so then he could do that.
He goes in very large.
I will not take anything in her own voice.
It's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
I just like climb up on a table and look at this.
Can I like ask her,
I'm not
do you
taking it.
have any idea of where this is?
Any idea of where this is?
Yeah, like in relation to a country or something.
Would I
Oh, I see.
would I recognize how
Well,
this feels as well?
recognize how it feels?
Mm-hmm.
You would recognize how that feels, yes.
Okay.
She's like, you are in a very hard place to get to, which is why I'm incredibly puzzled as to somehow you are here.
Well, we are
As are
most
we.
certainly the same. One moment I am having a fight of sorts in the sky, in space, indeed. Next thing I know, I've been shot out of something here.
I just look at her. Could you speak in my mind?
She looks at you amused and she nods.
And then
Alright,
when
there be the lady.
telepathically I'll be like, "Did you take something of Fane's?"
She says perhaps.
Or was it borrowed?
It is borrowed.
Okay. This is all mental. I'm climbing over the
Okay.
tables to get over here, by the way.
Okay. Being a heathen, understood.
I'm not like kicking anything around or moving it. I'm very carefully like avoiding all this stuff, but I'm climbing over the tables.
Would you mind,
Just-
ma'am, if I just walked around and observed a little bit?
You may, so long as you do not touch or take.
She'll nod and she'll go up. Can I go up these steps? I'm assuming these are steps.
They are steps. You may go up.
All
They're
you
going
see
up.
is Larry on top of her head, just like doing like grabby hands, but not actually grabbing anything. He's like fighting himself.
Just in
He's
case,
fighting.
I want to prepare. Can I prepare like a ready in action that if Larry does jump, I want to grab him by the body?
Yeah, that's fine.
Hell yeah.
He's he's fighting very hard over there. He's doing so good right now.
I'm gonna like walk over.
I can't wait to
Like,
see what the slime does in this building.
oh goodness. Um, you mentioned that this is a very difficult place to get to. Does this place have a name?
She says it's the land of cycles.
Does that ring any bells to my character?
Not at all.
Oh, like a period.
Just not quite.
It is a cycle.
No same suffering as such. And nods.
Water cycles.
If this is a difficult place to be, may I ask how you arrived here?
Well, see, I keep all the other living places as safe as I possibly can. Do you know all those prophecies and such where great evil comes forth and tries to slay many in a land?
Yes, I believe I'm familiar with something along those lines.
When something of that magnitude dies, it comes here. And then it gets energy, and then it tries to leave to fulfill another prophecy. My job is to keep it here, to keep it from leaving, and to keep it from fulfilling any prophecies. I am a
That
monster
sounds
hunter of sorts.
that sounds like a very noble duty. How did you have this job to begin with?
This is the one I was born with.
That's
With
dad.
destiny of sorts.
Indeed.
Did you say Larry?
That's dad.
Rad?
Dad.
Dad.
Dad?
Dad. That's dad. You don't get to pick your own death. That's dad.
It is a little
Dad.
Oh fuck.
sad.
I thought you said dad, and I was like, that is
I
not
also
dad.
heard that.
Oh, I thought she was saying dad too.
You're so daddy. You left to go get the milk and never went home.
No.
Oh, we have a father.
No, not you, dipshit. That one. Points
Oh
to
my
the
goodness.
pirate lady.
She just chuckles a bit.
May I do a quick investigation check? I want to I'm just kind of looking. Specifically, I want to look for any possible, I don't know, what do you call it? Parts of maybe my ship. There's
That's
a lot of
fine.
knickknacks around here. So,
Investigation.
That's a good point.
Hi,
um,
Lan.
Knoxhill, you
14.
see the slime has come out onto the beach and has sat directly next to you and has turned into what could only be described as a slightly thick, viscous puddle.
I
If
got
you're
a
there.
14.
Oh,
What?
there he goes.
Oh,
And he is up.
Might be
happened?
what
switching.
happened?
He might have just gotten
What
home.
happened?
You will not see any of your ship pieces or anything that hints to your ship.
Boo.
Yeah, he just got home. He's fixing his
He has
mic.
to do his ritual.
Eh.
The ritual begins. Must fix Mike.
Oh yeah. Still says phone.
Yeah,
So
we
I
still
guess
can't hear you, by the way.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in you.
You can
You
do
I
got
don't.
it.
this, buddy.
Can I
Your usual fix
also...
has not worked.
Can I look for any certain symbols that I would know?
Sure. Perception?
Cool, Perskepi. I'm gonna use Kanku Recall and get advantage on that. Ain't no way I just rolled the same fucking thing. 7.
You don't see anything else that's familiar to you other than the one thing you've already identified.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Does my lantern still look dim, or has it changed in this
It is
space?
now very bright while you are in here.
Oh, very bright, you say.
Hmm.
And Phage, you will feel that familiar connection as well, as if something is finally feeling right.
Maris, you son of a bitch. There you are. She's not actually gonna say that, but she'll look at her hand because her one finger that has the syringe on it.
Mhm.
I was gonna copy
Does
that
it look
down
any
so
different,
quick.
or does it still look kind of a little borked?
It still looks a little borked, but things feel better right now.
Well, that's good.
I ask her, is there any special magic in this temple?
Well, of course. You know, a home for a
Your
god
mom.
and a fortress for a god. Gonna have a lot of magic.
Yes, that makes sense.
I suppose I can ask the most pressing question. How will we
Phage.
return? What
Phage.
are we here for?
Phage up a flight of stairs, yelling at a god.
Well, as far as your purpose goes, I don't know what sent you here, and I'm quite intrigued on that matter. I may have to investigate on my own time. How you leave? That'll be interesting. 'Cause I have a feeling you have felt the wrath of the seas upon this area already. So it isn't quite safe to leave by normal means.
I raise my hand and mentally to her. I was pulled here by some sort of being. I don't know who yanked me, but they probably saved my life.
I scared the big ass thing in the trench over there. I scared them.
She nods. I did see that small clown toy.
I couldn't help but notice the creatures here speak Abyssal. Is this the Abyss?
It is not the abyss, but many abyssal creatures do reside here because it is a land full of dead and rot.
Dead and rot.
Mentally to her, could you
Alright.
like get us to a safe spot where we could, spend a night or something?
She looks thoughtful for a minute.
I'll give you something in return if you'd like it.
And then she stands up and says, "How about this? For whatever reason, the fates have granted me living in a land of dead."
Is she saying this out loud or in my mind?
Yes, she is saying this out loud.
Okay.
I am the god of treasure, as I'm sure you can gather.
Mm.
But I do not have as much free time as I used to because my power is based on the treasure that I have. How about this? I
Oh,
take
farewell.
this. I offer your group a way off. By godly means. I send you other places and you all get me treasure so that I can keep the world ending apocalypse stuff here, but still get stronger to maintain the fact that all that stays here, but you get away off this place.
Are you saying that you would send us away and then we get the treasure, or do we get the treasure first and then you send us away?
This is a very
I would
one-sided
send you away to
conversation to you
get
guys, and that's
treasure.
funny.
Oh, sorry, what did you say?
This is a very one-sided conversation, by the way.
You've been speaking into her mind. I don't know that. To me,
Right.
you're just standing there.
Correct, correct. She's just saying random shit, which is funny.
Yep. You would leave and then get me treasure. Be my
cannot-
helpers of sorts.
I don't
Would you be
feel.
able? Would you be able to return me to where my ship was so I may recover something?
As I am uncertain as to where you come from, not yet. Once I do more independent research on figuring out how you all got here and where you all came from, perhaps.
I cannot
Understandably
speak for the
so.
entire group, but I would happily agree to this deal.
She will hand you a bracelet, Lyriel.
Mentally to her, it's somewhere safe you'd bring us, right?
Yes.
Oh, do we have a Noxel? I see it doesn't say he's on his phone.
In Lyriel's voice, then out loud, I'd say, I would happily agree to this deal.
She
Okay.
looks a little concerned, but she then goes back to normal.
I
She
look
will
at
also
Lyriel, you know
hand
how I speak.
Yeah,
you
Yes.
a bracelet.
they've known each other for like 12 hours. It
There
still
he
freaks
is.
her out.
Hello. Hello.
Oh,
Hello,
welcome,
on in.
welcome.
Welcome.
Jesus, that
There's
took
the
far too
boy.
long.
You mean you have a slime as a puddle in front of you?
Yeah, I heard that bit.
And the rest of the group has gone inside to talk with the god.
Okay. I think at the present moment, I'm probably just gonna chill outside for a hot second.
That's fine.
I'm gonna put the bracelet on and then walk
It's been a
outside.
hot second, to be fair.
Yep.
Yeah, but I've already expressed the fact that I want to rest, and they all just
Mhm.
kept going, so I was just like, alright, who cares?
I'm gonna
Well, I was
walk
gonna
out.
rest and the door went open. I was like, wow.
I'm gonna walk outside to Noxel. I made a deal to get to a safe place.
Long.
You made a deal. What does that entail?
I
We have
sigh and start
agreed.
signing at her. Are you coming out with me? Oh wait, no,
I
I can say that.
agreed
I can say
with
that.
the god that in exchange for her returning us somewhere safe, we will bring her treasure, as that is the source of her power.
We have to bring our treasure.
What they said.
Yes.
What does treasure entail? That could be anything from, magical artifacts to like just straight gold, I guess.
I look into the doorway. What does treasure entail?
She chuckles a bit. Just things of rare quality. She says it could be magical type artifacts and items, it could be old books and information, but something that would normally be a little harder to get.
Ah, interesting.
DM,
Yes.
may I perform an insight check real quick on her?
Yes, you may.
I look at her. What if I call it treasure?
Then it
What
could
if
What if it's
that's
perhaps
not?
treasure
be
to me?
debatable.
What if it's treasure to my soul?
What'd you say,
I'm
Tana?
just gonna say no.
Okay. Heard.
What-
You
what-
It
don't
was
know
only
that.
an 8.
Tana, what did you say to me saying, what if I call it treasure?
She says, then I would have to determine if it's treasure. I will give you a means of getting the treasure to me. If I don't take it, you can keep it.
If I call it treasure, it is treasure.
Says, that may be so, but it might not be the type to help me.
You guys see the slime perk up and casually walk past you.
Here we
Someone grab
go.
that
Do
slime.
Do not steal as he like wandered
Wait.
past.
I wasn't paying attention. Why am I at the doorway again?
Well, you
Because you had to
moved.
go outside to talk to Noxil.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. My bad.
I mean, you moved yourself to the
You can't
doorway, did
talk
you
to him
not?
when you're inside next to the chick. He's outside, like bottom of the stairs. Like
Yeah. I mean, you moved yourself, didn't you?
I did
I
not.
moved her.
Oh. It just showed
Tana,
Lyriel as the thing up
Yeah.
there.
while they're having this conversation, I want to start walking down this. And I want to talk to Lady.
Having been
I
talking to her
do
from the
have a
second
few
floor.
questions before I agree to anything.
Says, you may ask.
Might someone grab that slime?
Well, she's gonna kind of like pace a little bit, but not like quickly, kind of in that like thinking sort of thing, back and forth.
Yep.
The slime turns around to you, Breacher. Steel?
No steal!
No steel.
Do I have the word mad? No, I don't have the word
No
mad.
touch, actually.
Steal. Hold on. Do I have the word think? God think steal bad. Don't steal.
Steel good.
Steal
No.
bad.
Still bad. Still very bad.
Taste good. Steal bad.
Okay, he goes over and starts
No, don't
tasting
taste it either.
cupcakes.
Why would you say that? No, don't taste it either.
Better than
He's
stealing.
lying. No, not better than stealing. She said no touching either.
Oh, did she?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh well, too late for that now.
You fucker.
Can I
Faye's
make
just
a
gonna look
stealth check?
behind and hear this and just watch.
She didn't get mad
She's
at
not
me
gonna do
climbing all
anything.
over the tables.
Tana, can I make a
Because you
stealth
weren't
check?
touching the stuff.
Yeah,
That's
you can
true.
make a stealth check.
Yay!
Fuck.
Hey, a natural 17 without modifier plus stealth is a plus 4. That's a 21.
Let's go.
Okay.
Against a
You
godly
I'm
can't
all
use the
using my
seeing.
treasure.
pseudopods. I'm using my pseudopods to like creep up the edge of the table to touch stuff. And
So like they're
Why are
just
you so
behind the
tiny? I
crystal
just
behind
noticed.
her
because he's
like
like
behind her
2
sight.
feet, like max.
Yeah, that's how small he would be on this map.
Yeah.
Good God.
That's great.
Is
Yeah,
she
you,
like
you can
20 feet
start
tall?
touching things.
Yay.
Oh.
You immediately go straight for the giant shiny gemstones.
Yep. You
I'm
get
just
that
gonna.
familiar fizzy fun feeling that you got from the big ones.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
walk over here and kind of just like body block him, so that, so that she can like not see him as much.
He's gonna avoid you and then go up the stairs.
I'm
Ah,
just
shit.
gonna look at Lyriel, and so Lyriel, one more thing, and I wander over here, and mentally, do you have like a pearl that I could have?
No.
Okay, I'll go
You-
find one.
You got like something? No. Okay.
I
I'm not
would
gonna
like to have
argue with a
one
god.
godforsaken conversation with someone without being interrupted.
Too bad. And I, as I walk out,
Anyway,
Mhm.
she'll turn her attention back. I
Yep.
already have myself pledged to a god. Would this change anything with that?
What the hell just
Larry,
happened?
I'm rolling to hit. I'm grappling this bitch.
He is making um absolutely no attempt to dodge.
Still
So
12 though.
Also, Chance,
Um,
congratulations. You're my 200th phrase.
give me a second. My
He said
What'd
I
I
was your
say?
200th phrase.
Yeah, Chance got my 200th phrase being, does this place have a name?
Ah, gotcha.
so
Yes.
what you
I had a 12.
would you get advantage because Larry is not fighting that at all? He's not attempting to dodge.
I mean, you could
Yeah.
fail it.
I'm trying to fail it because I think
Yeah,
it's funny.
you can choose to fail.
I'm choosing to fail it because I think it's funny.
I'm gonna grab you by the throat.
Violent.
Larry,
Just-
if you do
Creature
not
has been
shut up,
contained.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell mom.
I will toss you outside
I'm gonna tell mom.
Throws her
and
out
throw
door.
you through the airlock.
He's gonna be really mad. He's gonna be really disappointed in you, you know.
Me, you're the one that snuck on the microphone.
Hey.
And managed to get yourself clocked out somehow.
I'm very good at that.
Noxel's just like sat in defeat watching him touch everything.
What am I supposed to do?
Like, I imagine you just slowly panning your head watching him touch literally everything.
I'm just like banging my head against the table, trying not to touch anything as I do it.
I
He
would
goes
like
swimming.
to. Oh my god. I would like to put Phage on top of my head. Not Phage. I'd like to put Larry back on top of my head.
That would be pretty
Phageception.
bad.
Phageception. As I was saying.
Oh my god.
Are you okay?
No, I'm just. Do you see him?
Given the direction I'm looking, can I proceed?
Oh, there he is. Oh goodness.
He's Scrooge McDucking right now. Leave him alone.
Nah, Phage is snitch.
I'm tempted to
having
right
a
hand him and try to grab him.
Lyria
Anna,
will
may
just
I
watch
perceive?
you.
You may he isn't well, you gotta be what did you have? A
It
21
was a
base?
21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me
It'll
to
be
be a
21.
21 on perception.
Alright. I won't. Alright.
So you don't even see me. You just see some loose change moving around.
And the
Yeah,
fact
the
that
people
something's
that could see
moving, you're
him
the only
from the
fucking thing in here.
people that
Do
can
I
see
still
him
see
Doesn't
him?
feel
Because I've
weird.
kind of been following him.
Oh, but
Yeah,
they'd be doing that.
I'll give you it.
So you are fully aware what he's doing. It's,
I'm just
so I
it's
caught
making
it.
gonna.
you die a little.
I know it's a Noxel. Wait, does Noxel see it? Do I see it?
I
Not
see it.
so easily,
Because
you
I've
do
been
not.
following this guy
Oh my
around.
goodness.
Where did? Why are you back there? Okay, I'm just gonna lean against this table, just like nonchalantly, you know? It's like, so.
Does Lyriel
He's
talk
now
with her
licking
hands?
her chair.
I'm going to poison all of your food.
You don't see him.
Well, he's seeing all you guys acting suspicious as fuck. Just
All you
take
guys,
over.
I'm outside.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Noxel.
I have no clue what you're talking about. I'm perfectly normal.
Chance, does your
I'm gonna
character
go back
talk?
inside.
Does your
You want me
character
to
talk
try
with your
again,
hands?
Tana? I feel like I've made enough commotion for her to notice me, but
Lyriel.
Oh, trust me, you'll figure it out soon.
okay.
Oh,
Wonderful.
gosh.
He's gonna go and continue his business.
Chance,
Yep.
does your character talk with your hands? Chance?
No, she's pretty like just holding her lantern. She's not very expressive.
Gross. Okay, never mind.
As I've been
Did you say
trying to
gross?
say,
Not
I've
not
already.
you, I promise.
Gross.
I'm going to leave this call. I swear to fucking god.
Sorry.
Talk.
Apologies.
You with a
Believe me,
chaotic
I've tried
party.
like 10 times.
Are you
Go ahead, go
okay?
ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
As I was saying, do I hear Snickers behind me?
No, 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 that's out of character.
If you
I'm
need to
just,
mute Diggle, please
I,
do.
I haven't even interrupted.
I know you're okay, but I know we're on a giggle train.
I'm good. I'm good. Talk.
As I was saying,
Meh.
we
Just throw her out.
Just toss her, just punt her away. Oh no!
Okay. That's what I thought would happen.
Yup.
So guys,
Y'all are gonna lose your mind when you
There
realize
we go.
Larry is a man.
I feel my
Oh, I
heart
know it. I
exploding
know
from
that it's a
rage right
he.
now.
I know Larry's a he.
Okay.
As I was saying, is my voice changer on?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Okay. As I was saying, we do not have much as materials for us now. So I assume you will be giving us something, or we will be able to acquire materials to work with.
Yes. I can give you a vessel for your travel. And then from there, you might have to figure it out. There are plenty of lands that offer jobs and such. I'm sure you can manage the rest. But it would get you off an island full of dead things.
Understandable. What kind of vessel would this entail?
A boat.
Suppose that makes more sense.
Like
However,
like a like a water boat or a space boat.
Hello.
Like a water boat.
It's a space boat.
It's boats for
Okay,
space.
I assume you're gonna be all the way up here then.
Yeah, sorry. I've been meaning to like be listening. I keep forgetting to move her. Just
It's all good.
similarly so, it sounds as if we are pledging ourselves to you. This surely wouldn't have any problem with the god that I worship, now would it?
It shouldn't, as it's more of a deal and not that you worship me.
Ah, but I am one for making deals.
I was looking at what Face was doing all the way over there.
Can you
Base is on.
promise me that you will, as soon as possible, if you can, track down that ship of mine?
I will do all that I have within my power to look for it. Or at least deem the location and try to see if I can get you in the correct direction.
She'll nod.
Is
Understandably
that
so.
everything?
What did you say,
There is
Base?
something that requires much of my attention on that ship.
As I'm sure many do.
And I suppose there is the more pressing question. Are we to survive this?
You should.
I don't know about that.
It does not sound so certain.
I mean, I'd assume you could handle basic teleportation magics, can you not?
From the doorway, they said somewhere safe.
Could be, but
Someplace safe, rather.
making a deal with you, I assume, would bind us to you in some way, and breaking said deal would imply consequences.
Correct.
May I inquire about how dire the consequences?
Depends on what you would do, such as what I would consider betraying me might result in your death. I might have to come hunting you and not the monsters of this realm.
The way she says this just so nonchalantly. Like, oh yeah, I may have to kill you, it's whatever.
That's right.
As it stands,
Why is he so squished?
He's sleeping. He's tuckered
as,
out.
Hunt us for
as
not
it,
getting treasure. I waddle back in here with a halfly done wood figurine.
as it stands, and I will be as honest as I am with you, I do not trust you entirely.
Then I don't trust you lot. I've heard from Miss Mia you've been running around and destroying things and taking out trees and fighting everything that comes in contact with you. I think you might be rather savages. But
They, not I.
I, I would be most of them.
This would
I do
be
not.
not me.
I do
I've
not
made friends.
associate my folks. I do not associate myself with them
I
as
stand
often
next
as
to
I.
Noxel and put like an arm
Oh,
around him.
denying I like
Not
high
us.
things.
Not
I
us.
won't deny it
No,
at all.
no.
I'm a barbarian. That's my whole thing.
We made
Yeah, it was
friends.
that one specifically. Oh my god. Actual gremlin. It's surprising, really.
Phage took down a tree. And I point over at her.
I did not take down a tree. This was the ideal situation that happened with the slime.
Oh yeah, the blue fuck.
I only attempted to climb the tree, not destroy it.
I can't say also. The slime took down a tree too.
Where's
Who?
Aaron been during all this? I'm just curious.
We're just Aaron's in the back looking horrified.
Yeah, she's probably back here.
What to
It's
do about
just like
it.
slack-jawed, yeah.
Cool.
Like kicking her, like,
We haven't addressed Aaron in quite some time, so I'm glad we got to revisit that.
Yeah.
We're a little violent. It's okay.
Yeah.
Controlled violence for reasons. Like eating. That's why we took down the trees, because we needed to eat. Man, I'm hungry.
Simply climbed the trees to get the coconut. But you didn't need to fell the trees.
we did, and I just pat Noxel.
Um,
That would be the cause of our slime. Where? Hold on. Where is the slime?
Who knows?
don't worry about
Stealth
it.
check.
Don't worry about it. He's fine. He's fine.
I'm most certainly going to
I
worry.
fucking,
No,
fucking
no,
rolled a
no.
5.
Pshaw.
You know,
Imbeciles, a lot of you.
I could
Tapeworms,
give
even.
you the treasure of a performance. You dance real good.
They
So
said
I rolled
our
incredibly
treasure,
bad.
not
Anybody
her
who-
treasure.
I rolled incredibly bad. Anybody who actually just wants to look around for slime, you just see him puzzled out in the middle of one of these tables.
Oh goodness. What is bro doing?
Imagine Lyriel saying that.
As much as
What is
I,
bro doing?
I will, as I said, as much as I will admit that I do not trust you, I believe anywhere is better than here with these imbeciles and tapeworms. So I will make a deal.
It's
You
okay.
know,
She's
you do
she's
realize
stuck
we're
with
coming
me.
with you, right?
I'm aware, but I might be able to rid of you more easily.
Under my breath, you're the
I
will
imbecile.
highly
hand
doubt it.
you a
It's
bracelet.
okay. She's stuck with me forever.
Like, I nudge Nox a little bit. You are the imbecile, right?
Is this a
Eh.
special bracelet?
Nudge,
Tina,
nudge,
Is
wink,
it a
wink.
what?
is it like an item?
It isn't just put bracelet in your inventory. And then I'm gonna put the homebrew stuff in later.
I'm
Okay,
just
that's
gonna
what I was
not put
wondering, if it was
anything,
an
because I
item yet or
assume you're
not.
gonna give it to all of us.
Just put in a custom item for now that just says bracelet for those who have a bracelet. If you are accepting the deal, you will have a bracelet, and then I will
Yeah.
add DM stuff.
I'm gonna specifically put in bracelet.
Was I absent whenever the deal was said?
Um,
They informed you of the
technically,
deal.
but
Okay.
This
Lyriel
treasure,
told you
Yeah, I
What was
walked
it?
out and
I have
told you.
completely forgotten already.
that we give her treasure,
In exchange for whatever. Okay.
for
leaving
getting
the
out of
island
here.
and having a boat.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Yeah, for getting
Yeah.
out of here in a safe
Okay.
spot, we give her treasure. And it has to be
She
defined
floats.
treasure, not my treasures.
Yep. She floats over the slime, puts him in a bowl, and she says, "Please take your puppy."
Aw.
The
Gladly.
slime, the
I
slime perks up. The slime perks up as he's now so comfortable. But he goes into humanoid form. We're just gonna roleplay it. I'm not gonna keep bringing and pulling,
Switching.
bringing and pulling. Reaches inside the bag that you guys saw him get from the chest earlier, pulls out a red shiny stone and hand it to the lady.
Oh, thank you. This one already knows what to do. A good head on this one, and she pat
Oh,
the plasmoid.
that's really so cute.
Why,
He's going to
yes.
kill you and then kill you
He's
again.
very
I
well
swear.
trained.
I head tilt a
And
little bit and show her the soul burner rune bone.
Ah, yes, those creatures. What would you like me to do with that? Would you like to offer it to me, or are you keeping it?
Can I eat it? Can I eat it?
I mental connect to her. It depends. Will it be helpful to us? Does it count as treasure?
It counts as treasure, yes, but it can also be helpful depending on the kind you have.
Can you tell me which kind it is?
Yes. What number did you roll, Doom?
7.
7. One moment.
And while she's like checking it over, I'm just gonna nonchalantly hand the slime a figurine of itself, which I will put in the chat real quick.
This appears to be a rather useful one as she turns it over. This has the rune of invisibility upon it.
That's funny.
Ooh,
He puts it in his body. Doesn't eat it, but he puts it in his body. It's kind of circulating within himself.
So what I'm hearing
Um,
is that it's hold on.
it's the
I'm
invisibility soul
hearing.
burner.
For yours specifically.
For mine
You each
specifically, yes.
had a different one.
Um,
Were we
gonna
ever
replace it.
told?
Yes.
No,
No, she just
you were
told
just
me what
told
mine was, and it's all mental, so
Okay.
I don't know if she's responding out loud or not.
she is responding out loud in this case.
Okay, so you guys would have heard her say, I could tell you which one it is, it's useful, or it can be useful. Whatever she said, I don't know, I wasn't writing it down.
Yep, and that it was an invisibility rune, basically. And handed it back to Breacher.
And
Could I
mentally
also present mine?
Yep, you may.
mentally to her,
I would
I'm
also like
just
to
like,
present mine,
I will
please.
take this, but I will give you a grand treasure equal value later on.
She nods. All right, Phage, what number did you roll?
8.
8. You don't know how fitting that is at all. She will look at you, Phage, and she says, this one is one of the more dangerous ones. This is a rune of sickness. I
Honestly, the
would be
invisibility
Oh,
one is
that
pretty
someone
sounds
to
fitting.
like it's
use it on.
exactly something I needed.
And then she'll hand yours to you. Lariel, what did you use? What is yours number?
I rolled a 1.
The one good news I've had since being here.
She'll
What?
take a
What's
look
that
at
mean?
it and roll it around and be
Not
like,
you.
this one leads to interesting results. This is a rune of wild magic, meaning anything could possibly happen if you put your mind to it. And she'll hand it back.
I've heard of wild magic. I'll
Yup.
have to Google it.
Story of
Valeriel
wild
pulls out a
magic.
phone.
I
have to
know what it
Google it.
is. I don't know the specific, like,
You
what.
don't get specifics. That's the point.
It's my wild. It's like our wild magic.
Yeah,
Chest.
so it's completely homebrewed random crap.
It
Oh
is
gosh.
completely homebrewed random crap indeed.
That's what wild magic
But
is.
you can sure do it. You sure that's the one you have. You can add
I
it to your inventory. You
I
know what
will
it
I
is now.
will present mine as well. I rolled a 12.
How do I?
Oh
There.
my.
I'm very
Um,
happy with that one.
Wild
I'm
magic.
reading it now.
So Noxel, she will look at yours and be like, "This one is rather useful, at least in my opinion. This is a rune of the elements.
Huh.
It can be very good with fighting." And she'll hand it
Splendid.
back.
Is everyone getting theirs checked?
He's very generous for doing this.
I don't even think I have one.
Nope, Larry doesn't have one.
Larry
Pending.
does not.
Aaron doesn't have one.
Aaron
You
doesn't
Now,
have
can't,
one.
Larry,
you can't call him pending. Because that's
No,
not his name.
I'm not saying it. I'm saying it out of character. Thank you very much.
Larry, under no circumstances are you to eat this.
All of you guys see the slime do a formal bow and then say to this woman or god that, look at your hoard. I have saw fit to polish and clean.
She nods.
And you guys take a look around and things are slightly shinier.
She's like, "I do appreciate it." She says, "Do I call you puppy?" And just pat pats.
I deem you puppy.
He takes it and bows.
You know, this one might stick. This might be better. This might be better than Breacher.
I look at the slime. Is your name Puppy?
He shrugs. I guess.
Oh, Lord. Well, everyone knows everyone's name now. That's fun.
Anything else?
The slime turns into a transforms into a tortoise that he saw earlier, and then repeats, "Puppy."
No,
I
that's
Yes. Yes, puppy. No. He's right. He's right. He's right.
I'm going to walk over to
He knows
Phage
what he's talking about.
and I'll just kind of like wave at Phage and then look above her, looking at Larry.
Yeah.
And then I reach into the pocket of my sack and give you a little figurine as well, which is also now posted in the chat.
Pulling the chat up. Fantastic. You watch as he just essentially like his back claws dig into Phage's hat as he flops down, snatches it, and shoves it in his mouth.
That's exactly what I thought would happen, yeah.
And you would recognize it as the time you looked over the rock to introduce yourself to me.
You hear the vague sound of teeth on wood. It's not actually breaking apart, but he's definitely chewing on it.
That
I
hat, that's a dinky.
nod and just wander back over to Noxel.
I don't really know what to do about that, but that sure is happening.
Yep.
I'm gonna ask the lady. I'm gonna be like, so all right. So this is kind of a long shot, but do you happen to have like a musical instrument that isn't magical, so that I don't have to take it from your archives or whatever? I'm just really lost without one here.
What kind of instrument are you looking for?
Preferably lute.
A lute. Just a plain one. I mean, I have one that needs fixed up from a shipwreck. It's a little broken, but you're welcome to it if you can fix it up.
That would be splendid, thank you.
And she summons a broken lute.
Sick.
I think that's the first time
So
anyone
you can
said you're
add that
welcome.
to your inventory.
Do you happen to have a arcane crystal of some sort, something I can use to fix this? And she'll hold her hand out, and you'll see a syringe just pop out of her finger.
That is not quite my specialty, I'm sad to say. I
Not
don't
even a
believe I
crystal of the
do.
sort.
No, they're hard to get a hold of. I would count that as a treasure.
Unfortunately so. You could consider it an investment.
I could. It also puts my life in danger when I give away things that are greatly valuable.
Harder?
Did someone say harder?
That's
I
what
think
I heard.
barter.
Barter.
Barter? Jesus
I
Christ.
really like imagining the slime enunciating. Barter?
You say that, and she can be like, "That is understandably so. However, if we are unable to acquire your things and we die, then how will you acquire more treasure?"
I will have to wait until times are a little more peaceful and go out and get it myself as I used to. Or send Mio.
Ah, but it might take some time.
Indeed.
Time is always not on our side.
Never is.
Right. Send us away.
She smiles. She
I
says,
don't have the
prepare to
word.
feel a little strange. And with a wave of the hand, you will all feel weird tingly.
I don't have
And
the
the
word
next
send, so it would be take.
The
Take
slime,
us away.
for dear God, holds onto the bowl that he was placed in.
Soup.
You can definitely hold on to the bowl.
Sick.
One moment.
Jello.
Where is
Hello?
the
Hello.
thing? Hello.
Hello.
Take
And
us
you will
away.
find yourself
Take me away to a better place.
The
on
ship.
the boat.
You
You now
The
have
boat.
a boat.
I don't think there's enough beds, but that's fine. I
Everyone
don't need to
will.
sleep. I don't need a bed.
Everyone will just see me belly flop back over here onto this like thingy.
See, Larry is a stuffed animal. You can literally just cuddle him, and he will be full of
Actually,
delight.
I'd probably be right there. I'll just belly flop onto there. It's like ah.
I absorbed
I kind of
half the
want to just.
boat.
I want to just like curl over the cannonball. You know, just like. You know.
That would have been better
Yeah, that'd be
too.
fine.
Just like.
Yeah.
Are y'all gonna long rest? Is that what I'm hearing? Exhausted, hits the
Yeah.
top deck and go nap nap.
I
Gotta
think
get
my
rid of
nap.
that bowl.
Does this
Put his
ship?
bowl in my
Question.
inventory.
Does this ship
Yeah.
have a crow's nest?
It does. It technically does. You don't see it on here, but it is in the center and you can go up east.
Because that is where I would like to do my meditative state. I want to be as far away from these bitches as possible.
Okay, you can
Can
go
I roll
take a
initiative
nap
to
nap
see if I
in the
can get up
crow's
there
nest.
first?
I thought you were already flopped, my guy.
I would have gotten up. We all, we
Okay.
all, we all got on here at the same time.
You did.
Do you mind if I make like a little thing for it?
Go
Inside
for it. You can make a little crow's nest
here?
icon.
Anyway, roll initiative because I want to see if I can beat you up there.
Where's the brig? That's gonna be a problem.
So true. It's these ropes down here in the bottom deck.
Here you go. Have a thing to play with.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Select.
Yup. There you go.
There we go.
The crow's nest.
I'm assuming this is like the center bit that you climb up in the center here.
Mm.
Yeah.
I will make this a different color. This color. Who just
You want a
put
border?
that down?
Alright.
Just. Have I ever wronged you?
Yes.
Probably.
Actually, technically not yet.
She keeps calling you
Technically,
bird flu.
Yeah,
You
technically,
did just
yes.
choke me out.
she gave me a
Technically,
name
yes,
and then
but he
proceeded to
doesn't
not
care.
use it.
Yeah, exactly. And
I mean, I don't know. Other people are using it, I
Technic-
think. Does anyone actually? Yeah, yeah.
Technically, everybody has betrayed the slime, but he doesn't care.
I haven't betrayed you.
I tried
Everyone
to
did.
save you.
Nope.
I did.
Session 1, people.
Yeah.
You ran the other way.
No, I tried
natural
to save
selection.
you from getting yourself in trouble with that. I never betrayed you with any of that.
We definitely all betrayed him.
Well, I had no control on where I was going either.
Well, you definitely didn't run back.
I was going to.
Sure, buddy.
And I tried to yell out, but I was scared.
Mhm.
I mean, so did Larry, but he still ran.
I think I've
Phage
lost the
isn't
plot, guys.
trying. Phage isn't trying to race to the top or anything, but she's just going.
Oh, well, then you'll see me above
Okay.
you.
She's just kind of tired. She's done with this shit.
I'm just like curled up over
Alright.
here.
Everyone get in position for long rest, and with that long rest, we will end session.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Actually, don't give me the middle bed. Give me the bed at the back, because that's the least likely place to get hit.
Ah, yes, the bed right next to the stairs.
Well, they can come
Aw.
stab me, but I'll probably notice that before I get hit.
Maybe, maybe.
Yep. That was a lovely chaotic session.
Yay, long
What was that?
rest.
I said we had a lovely
So does
chaotic
anyone know how to drive the boat?
session. That's gonna be next. That's the
for
next session.
for a
Tana,
long
you
Can't hear
sound like you're
you.
like 3 miles
Yeah,
away.
you're
Come
very
back
far
here.
away.
Where'd you go?
You're very quiet.
You
Tana!
do.
Sorry. Yep.
I would
Let
like
me.
to spend that long rest. Does it not?
Can I attune myself to this doohickey?
Yep.
That's
Those
what
who
I'm
are
doing.
tuning may attune.
Yeah.
You
That'll be
didn't
my goal right now.
actually. There we go. There's a button for
How long
it.
does
It's not at the
attunement
bottom.
take?
A long
In
rest.
this,
The
for this
full long
particular
rest.
one, it
Yeesh.
takes one long rest, but you will still be rested. It's just focus on attuning your energy to it.
Yeah, I want it because I'm for sure using this shit.
I don't
Mm,
even need to attune to this right now.
With the charges, does that reset every long rest?
it does.
All right, sweet. I like that.
Oh, only 1 minute.
Yeah, I don't need to attune to that right now.
Anyway, long resting. Yay. And I can change my spells if I wanted to.
And we level up. No,
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 you do
Good
not
God.
level up.
Good lord.
no.
You lived.
You live, that's all you get.
Don't forget to
Yep, you
reset your
lived.
food trackers.
Yay.
Food and water
I
tracker.
told you guys to grab coconuts.
Well, it's not like you did.
Shut up.
How is
I
my
was
food trackers, Tana?
You're fantastic. You ate a lot.
Fantastic.
Brother does not do
Fantastic.
anything.
They took through the other long
Bro, I
rest.
had like birds in my stomach the entire time.
Yeah, you were
That's a
having an
fair point.
absolute blast.
Which reminds me, Tana, could I have collected that handful of seaweed that was on me when I walked out?
You could. You could.
All right, cool. Do I have it, or is it just like it's past?
I mean, you would have it if you kept it.
I would have. That's seaweed. That's something I was looking for.
Get it? The crows and the crow's nest.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go around to everyone, ask what their rune is, and if they want to trade. Before attunement.
You walk up to Larry.
Preferably.
You go, "What's your rune?" I have this stick and a can of beans.
Ah, that's nice. That's nice.
How many would you say, Santa? The seaweed, real quick.
You can stay over there.
I would say you probably have like 6 seaweed.
How many?
6.
Thank you.
You were at the
6
bottom of
seaweed.
the ocean, but
I was.
label it black seaweed because that's the kind it is.
Okay, I was just about to add the one seaweed that was in there.
Did Pending get his rune looked at?
No.
Or
So
Poppy rather, sorry.
Yep, that is his name now. Well, it's up to you guys if you commit to the bit, but
Oh, Lord knows I'm committing to the bit.
I now have you as my most recent quote from you pending now puppy, I guess. With you saying I guess, I mean.
mm,
You are now
All
puppy.
all I'm saying is that our bird guy now has the word "fuck" in his inventory from Larry's
I've
point.
had it, by the way. That was
Oh
like
You
my
will
god.
part
not,
of my first
now you have it
phrases.
again.